Let's go. Now we're recording.
Oh my god.
There you go.
All right, welcome back.
You made me fucking dude, I just bought this shit like $400.
That's what happens when you have it like right in front of you, you idiot.
Okay.
You guys introduce yourself. Go around. What are we doing?
Hi, my name is Spartan Triple X.
Yo, my name is Omar. 3-time champ. Come a long way. Long story.
I'm Guillermo,
Okay.
your best host.
You're back.
and,
Okay,
and maybe not even
All right.
the best speaker, but I got an asshole next to me. But you know,
No, he's not. What is that? He's not. He's not cocky. He's arrogant.
all right, the asshole's like right behind him. So that's bullshit.
Just FYI. I've been doing a lot of yelling before I got here, so my voice is gonna sound a little different.
Oh, dude, I could do bass in your. You want more bass in your?
Yes.
You didn't introduce yourself.
Oh yeah, we have a special guest.
Hey, I'm Coral. Just here, supporting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna trade her for Omar over here.
So Renee, what's the topic today?
What the fuck are you doing? We're not in radio. You can just talk. We're just gonna talk. We're gonna say whatever we're speaking of. So yes, I had a camera up my asshole.
I've only tried anal once on myself. It felt nice.
Wait, for real?
No.
Genuinely, has any of your girlfriends done anything to your butthole?
Wait, what?
Has any of your past girlfriends done anything to your butt? Let's be real.
No, but I have my current girlfriend who tries to sometimes,
Like
over the
experiment.
clothes, try to fucking finger my asshole.
Yeah, I heard
fix
shit about
fix
this.
your mic. Talk directly into the
Oh.
the other way.
Logo.
Talk to a logo.
How's this?
Better.
Sounds better.
There we
Talk
go.
to here.
How's that?
That's better. So you're fucking trying to finger your asshole through
Yeah.
clothes or for real?
No, through clothes. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Rafa, Cora, you're here.
No, it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things where it's just like
when you're fucking around.
Heat of the moment.
when we're
you're
fucking around.
You're just
Because if
fucking around.
we're talking seriously,
No, I'm
then-
talking seriously.
Okay, hardcore serious? No.
Yeah, no.
Like
Why?
never.
Oh, she's here. Why haven't you?
But I don't put anything in there.
Why haven't you?
Okay, let's be real. Here's the real
I don't
question.
want to. It's not appealing to me personally.
Carl,
What?
does he have a pubic bunny tail?
Wait, what is
What
that?
What is that?
Does he
Explain.
have
Bunch of
hair on his asshole on the
Oh,
radius
that's-
of his anus?
You know, I haven't taken a good look. Let's go back to the
Pull his
bathroom
pants
really
down.
quick.
Wait. How long
Bend
have you guys
over.
been together?
7 years, almost
And you
8.
seriously
This
haven't taken a good
September?
look? Have you?
Not really.
It's not like one of those Juanito snaps where like his friend just, like, he like spreads his cheeks.
Wait, you haven't seen his asshole?
I just never had
In
the
7
urge.
years?
I've never had the urge. Like,
No,
why?
just show it to her, dude.
She's seen my ass, of course, but like she's never like, oh, let me check that out, dude. You know.
7 years and you don't get
I don't like get what is it? What are those called? Not a microscope, the magnifying glass. I don't get a magnifying glass and examine his butthole. I'm not a doctor,
That's true.
so that's not a reason.
Well,
for me to
you
No, but we're being realistic
I know,
over here.
realistically, for the relationship's purpose, I'd say no. I just never really found interest in like wanting to peg or insert anything there.
Okay.
So
Pegging is
You-
like the strap on.
You
like
don't
just
have to be a
fucking-
doctor, you know that?
Yeah, no.
You could be,
That's true,
you could be an
that's
officer.
Okay.
Spread 'em.
Wait. Now has he tried?
Officer.
Has he tried anything on you?
Oh. Here, let's hear this story.
fingers in the booty ass bitch. No, I'm kidding. That's about it. But I was just like, not my thing. So
Okay, so then definitely you could say that it's not going to be his thing. But how do you not know?
All right, I've already told them about this, but like
You gotta
there's that
remind
one-
us. You gotta tell the one fan that's listening.
Yeah. The only fan. Essentially, like I did finger her ass, but then I had this stupid thing where I was like, I just like whipped it. So I was like, and she's like, right away, she's like, why would you do that? I was like, I was curious.
like, it's not gonna be anything new. Like, come on, don't.
Even then, I was
You
just.
sniffed your finger?
I have.
Yeah, he did, and I was like, "Why are you doing that?" Like, I'm embarrassed first of all because it's not really my department, but just oh my gosh, I was just like, "Oh, that makes it worse."
What'd it smell like?
What do you think? Like ass.
Do you find out what she had for lunch or what?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's real nice.
Actually, you can't even tell what she had for lunch unless like a kernel came out.
Well, none of you guys have Crohn's. You could definitely tell what I have for lunch sometimes.
Really? So it like for your whole disease, like does it not really digest well?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
what?
So it depends. Sometimes if I'm taking my medications, I can't process fiber. So let's say I go to Subway, the only thing that gets processed is the actual meat parts, and
Like not
sometimes
the lettuce,
not the lettuce, sometimes and stuff like that. I might be graphic. I'm just sorry,
Fuck.
No, it's
but
okay.
I'm good now.
Yeah.
That's why I got gained weight because
Again, nobody's listening to this.
we will eventually.
This is our
If they
archive.
did, then
When we're
oops.
like
This is exactly what I'm trying to do. This is an archive. This is just so we can listen to ourselves eventually,
10 years from now.
so we
I'm
can
gonna
hear
be
about Omar's female problems.
like, of course.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh no.
This is the space to do it. This is a safe
It's all right.
space.
It's all right. Somebody started.
Never give podcast links to
I'm
your girlfriend.
trying to conserve my voice. Okay. I can't speak that
He has a
very well,
lot
man.
about to speak about females for some reason.
I'm looking forward to it.
Go for it.
You know what? This can be aired
Flip it,
anytime
fool.
soon. Fuck you!
Can't hear you. No, look, Omar, check this out. You could do this and then wiggle it.
Really? Wow.
Purple.
See, bueno. See, that shit works. I see why
Tucan did it.
Tucan was
Shout
all,
out to
like,
Tucan.
Mano de Dios.
You guys will still have to share it between you guys because you guys will be kind of closer. But yeah, Omar.
Actually,
Let's be like
now
that.
we're
Just
talking about
spreading.
Tucan. Has anybody heard about Belen?
Oh my God, we're gonna talk about Belen in
we're
this.
talking about Belen right now.
Shout out to Danny listening to this.
I don't think he knows, but
We miss you, Danny.
Yeah.
please don't.
Danny,
do not
when
commit
you
suicide.
when you hear about this,
Oh
you
no.
can have to like already found yourself a woman.
So we're not gonna tell him about this. We're just gonna leave it on the air. If one day he listens to this,
Oh shit.
Recommendation out of nowhere.
Belen, if you're out there,
Oh no.
Holy shit.
also don't worry, guys. This is we're gonna record like an hour and a half. It's gonna get cut down to like 50 minutes.
To like
so-
whatever.
All
yeah,
the
the good
pauses,
bits, the good
everything
bits.
gets cut off. Don't worry.
Oh, so we're not live.
We're not live.
Oh.
No.
Why would we
Wow.
live?
Thank
Yeah.
God. Okay.
No,
I was
not-
like, the whole internet knows about my ass.
Oh, they will though.
Ah.
This is not gonna get cut off. This is the
that's
only good
nothing
part
new,
of the
though.
Well, the
Oh,
internet
no,
now.
I've tried it. I do it all the time.
We should get on Ashley so that way she can.
Yeah,
give her
she's not here
perspective
right now,
on
so I
it.
could say
So
it. I do
Renee,
it.
so she does play with you? Your
No,
ass?
no, with my ass.
that's a dangerous game. Just like imagine.
Yeah, shout out to Two Girls, One Cup.
No, dude, no. Yeah, I do. Why are you guys looking at me weird?
Well, we're
What
waiting.
do you-
What?
You're the one
you
leading the
take it or you
discussion.
give it?
I give it all the time. Like back and no, not back and forth. You get yeast infections, but some days, yeah. Especially so she got a UTI. What is UTI? IED.
IUD.
IED.
IED. An explosive device.
What's it called?
IUD.
UTI.
IUD.
She actually knows a lot about this because she
I
got
did
it
my
like way
research and I
before.
have
You guys were talking. You have it on you?
Yeah.
Do you have the Kiara?
Wait,
Kalina.
what?
Kylina. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my girlfriend has a Kylina. Do you feel it with your dick?
What the fuck
No,
is that?
honestly, like it's literally sex without the fucking condom.
I feel it with my dick.
Wait, what are you fucking talking
do?
about?
Yes.
What the?
What are you talking about?
Oh, damn.
Okay, Coral, you know this.
Let's take it a step back.
All right, so an IUD, there's like different
IUD, not
Yeah.
IED. Got it.
Wait, is that like a-
intrauterine device is what it stands for.
Is that like a birth control?
It's like a little Jesus you
Yes.
put up your vagina.
Okay, I know what you mean.
I feel more
I
guardian
mean,
angels.
It's the Rio de Janeiro.
A little guardian angel.
It's like
sorry,
a
go
T
for
shape. It's cool. It's
It is T-shape,
T-shape, yeah. And then like they insert it, but like there's like between like there's the vagina and then above the vagina is the cervix, which is like the little very minuscule like opening where it enters the uterus, which is where babies are, where blood is held like for periods and where the blood comes out from. So they put the IUD in between that little like the cervix. They stick it in there and then like it blocks in between the uterus and the vagina. And it has like depending on what type you have, it's hormonal or not. If there's one that's not hormonal, it's
Quick
copper.
question.
Yes,
Quick question. Is a Kylina hormonal?
I believe it is.
Oh, that's why she's being a bitch. I'm kidding. Go for it.
And then let me
gonna cut that.
see. 'Cause it's gonna save your ass. That's why.
Go for it.
And then if it's like hormonal, like it'll create like certain hormones that make the uterus inhabitable for a baby. If it's copper just isn't habitable, like per baby as well, because like the chemicals that it gives off into the vagina. And
But I
stuff.
mean, is that something that's long term or is that
It
just
is.
like short term?
It's long term. I think it's the
3 years.
best form. You can have it from anywhere from 3 years to 10.
No. That's not even what I'm
depending.
asking though.
Yeah.
Like, what if you would have kids in the future? Is that gonna affect it anytime? in the
Oh,
long
it can be
run?
taken out at any time.
Yeah, it has a string.
Yep.
That's what I feel with my dick. Yo, it's like an anchor, like
Yeah.
an anchor, like a ship anchor
I've
hanging.
seen it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I can feel it. I swear to God, I can feel it.
So yeah, she goes to appointments and like they're always like checking in on that.
Us too. Us
Yeah,
too.
yeah, that's the thing.
They'll call and then they're like, "Are you doing okay?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Wait, so how often are the appointments?
For mine, it was like every few months.
Yeah.
Because I'm playing a dangerous game over here.
No, don't play
Oh,
that game.
no. Get your girl in the IUD. It's
Yeah,
worth it.
it's worth it.
No more
Yeah,
plan
but
B.
I mean,
It hurts though. I heard it feels like they're opening an umbrella in your
Oh.
vagina.
Okay, so my story, I talked to your girlfriend
Yeah.
about this, Asley, and since like she and I like have never had children, like no childbearing, our cervix is basically very closed off. It's not open.
Hell
You
yeah,
know.
Rafa, we got tight.
Yeah. So they're like the doctor when they were like, for my example, like when they were putting it in me, they're like, oh, this is gonna hurt a little bit because like especially a little bit more than usual because like I have to open up your cervix myself before I can like insert the device. And I just remember feeling like a pinching and it just felt like ow, like internal, like this is worse than my period. But it lasted like maybe 10 seconds or less of pain.
Wow.
And I asked like, am I gonna be bleeding like a period type blood? You know, because you just like made like a little operation there kind of. And she's like, no, but there was like some spotting.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, so we had a bunch of spotting.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, I'm confused. Does you get periods regularly after that?
Oddly enough, like for mine with the Kylena, like the first 3 months or so, I had no periods or
Perfect.
anything.
Okay, 'cause
but
I'm scared.
after like the 3 to 6 months, they told us that like that window is when you start getting your periods back
Gotcha.
or so.
I'm scared. So we
Yeah.
started the Kylena because she went a month without a period.
No, don't
And we went through 3 different pregnancy exams. I got a ticket to Guadalajara. I was already ready to get the fuck out. And then so we went to like a snobby version of fucking Planned Parenthood.
Mm-hmm.
And we went because we're like, hell no, get your pregnancy test. We already did it, but we don't trust the Target ones. So we're like, just do the blood one. And then I was just scared. And then there was a bunch of like pro-life protesters there.
Oh, that happened to me. Oh
Right?
my god.
Yeah, as soon as we opened the door, we got hounded by pro-life protesters, like some older women, just like giving us
Yep.
cards and telling us not to abort. We're like, fuck off! Is our
would have been
business?
like, get the fuck out! I'm gonna abort this shit.
This baby's a mission. I'm gonna abort it.
Yeah. What would you do? Seriously.
what?
Yo, they seriously. I opened the door immediately. Got hounded immediately.
fucking
Fucking horrid.
Back the fuck up!
With fucking signs and shit. My girlfriend's already shaking and shit because she's thinking we're about to kill a baby.
Fuck that! I would've
A
fucking.
fetus.
I would have gotten the board and fucking
I would have fucked them up.
fucking steel chairs.
Back the fuck up! Baby coming through.
They were like 70 years old, but yeah, it was a
give a
bunch
fuck.
fucking 70-year-olds.
You guys had your time. Let me have mine.
Yeah.
Not my fault. Your parents didn't fucking abort you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna abort my. Okay, no, man. I'm just
Fuck
saying.
with this whole time.
No. Go through with it, man.
Kind of wish I would have brought my girlfriend.
Why?
'Cause I'm playing a really dangerous game over here.
See, I'm telling you, he has female problems he doesn't want to speak about.
Relax. We're talking about baby problems.
We'll get there.
Potential baby problems.
Like right now?
Yeah.
Like we're literally trying to avoid
Yes.
it.
So, how many days? How many weeks?
Normally, I mean, Carol, I'm sure you have this.
Coral.
Coral.
By the way, Omar,
7 years.
Omar, this is a pet peeve of hers. Like she doesn't
It's
like
not a
Carol.
pet peeve, but
You make it
just
sound like it.
happens. Only because you make a deal out of me making a deal.
Okay, so it's funny because like every time she goes to Starbucks or any
Fucking talking over here, Coral.
like every fucking like restaurant place, like they always pronounce her name wrong.
I'm like, it's cool. Just let him continue.
No. And in one place, like where they actually spelled her name Carol, they actually pronounce it right, like Coral.
No, don't worry. My girlfriend's called Asley with 2 Z's. Never. I've never seen it spelled correctly. I'm talking never, ever. At her own job at Starbucks, it's wrong. It's like SLIE, Azazeli, some stupid shit all the time. So I know.
Yeah, I think she has the weirdest name. Like I've never heard anyone have.
Dude, her
Asley.
mom was on crack.
Are you fucking
No.
serious?
It looks like her mom played Scrabble, and that's all the only word. It's the only fucking letter she had. She's like Asley.
Don't worry, Coral. To everybody, I'm Gabriel, apparently.
Gabriel.
What? Why?
You look like a
Bro.
Gabriel.
No, because they
He does.
are Guillermo,
Guillermo.
and they
No,
would
he
put Gabriel, no matter
doesn't.
what.
Nice.
It's
You're always memo to
What's
us.
funny, Little Caesar actually once wrote Gabriela.
No, No, fuck you guys. I have Martinez Silva as my last name. Fuck, I'm getting doxxed. I'm giving you my information. That's everyone.
Oh no.
Make sure you just.
So every time when I'm in school, it says Silva Martinez Rene. So people always say Sylvia Martinez. I'm already used to it. I already raised my hand and I say it's Rene, and they're like, oh, Rene. And I'm like, yeah. They always say Sylvia Martinez.
You could call me Reen.
You could call me. You could call me Reen. You could call me. Depends if it's a hot girl. You can call me Daddy.
That's my situation at work. So.
There we go.
Like for Father's Day, I'm not a father to no children, but you know, God, it's just
Acomoda tu pinche micrófono, güey.
Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? Like even online, he always has the mic problem. So every fucking time.
Get it together, Omar.
This
Come
is
on.
not echoing. Jesus.
Or static.
Oh.
How's now?
A little static.
You actually
Oh,
sound pretty
yeah.
good. You sound good.
Okay.
now. Finally.
Okay.
Fucking perfect. There you go. Es que tú dices así, like you can't fucking do this.
Either it's either too low or
There's no in between. I'm over here like trying to mix your ass up. Are we still recording? Fuck.
yeah, we are. We're recording.
Anyways, well, she hasn't had her symptoms yet, which most of them involve,
What
you
are
know,
symptoms?
booby pain.
Do you get booby pain?
Depends on the time of month. If I'm having my period.
Yeah, that's a period of time.
Okay, that's the biggest giveaway to her, and so she claims she doesn't have that pain.
Wait, how long?
It's only been like a few days.
Okay.
Alright.
Once you hit the weeks, that's when you know.
Once you hit a month?
No, fuck that. We had that like 2 months ago.
No, trust me, I used to have this issue too.
No, fuck you. I
She's
have this
like-
issue every month.
No, she's calling me and shit. She's like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Like it's been like almost a week, and I'm like, I'm
she
worried
stresses
here.
me out when she would do that.
I have
shit.
an app for my girlfriend. She doesn't have the app. I have the app.
She has an app too.
And I'm like, yo, you've been 7 days late. Where the fuck's your blood? We live together, so I'm the only one that can keep in track of it. And like, where you at? And she's like, oh, I forgot. I'm like, yeah, hurry up.
Fuck that. The way I have to know is on her attitude, like today.
There it is. There it
And
is.
so I'm like, what the fuck?
So what happened?
That's what we want to know. How was your day?
How was your day?
You guys know me. I'm romantic.
Okay.
Easygoing.
Okay, tell that everyone at work, easy going.
Okay, they don't have to know that yet. Okay? Especially baby you listen.
No.
But
I'm gonna post the
it's the attitude.
QR code to this podcast in our work.
You know, the attitude today, she's like, well, can't you tell by my attitude, like, when I'm getting mad? I'm like, I don't know, your tits don't hurt. That's not really the biggest giveaway.
So you get her chili cheese fries, you're fine.
I got a chili cheese fries.
Yeah, that's a ticket.
2 chili
Well, to
cheese
be
fries.
fair, she didn't eat either. Normally, you know, that's the thing. You know, like, oh, no me dices de comer, so.
Trying to hint at it, like, like not even being blatant about it.
Yeah, that's why he was all mad. I'm like, where you been? We're gonna start the podcast, fool.
Well, that's why I came late.
What's
Well-
your excuse?
Well, not so late, but, you know,
Oh shit.
I wasn't here at the time I was
No,
supposed to be
okay.
here.
Okay,
Wait,
so
but you were taking a shower too.
no,
When
no,
we
that's the
called.
thing. So like,
Exactly.
Okay.
Like he's like, oh, I'm late because of you, because you told
Yeah,
you told
yeah.
me that. And I was like, when I called you, I was out of the shower, and you were like still in the shower, missed my calls, and then you finally called me back and said, I just got out of the shower too. I'm like, well, like
Okay,
I gotta,
so-
No, wait. I'm gonna back her up on this one. He texted us, dude. I'm like, what's your excuse? Why you late? He's like, I'm waiting for my girl.
I said,
I did. And
waiting
he's
for
like,
my beloved.
I'm
Video
waiting.
chatted.
He's like, I'm waiting for my
No, but
girlfriend.
after.
Before that, he's like, I'm waiting for my girlfriend. And I'm like, shh. He's like, oh, kind of telling like, oh, she's lagging it. And he video chats us in the shower. It's him.
No, so that's the thing though, because otherwise, if I wasn't gonna bring her, like I would have just gotten home straight from work, eat, and then right away in the shower. But because she's so notoriously like, I call her an hour before.
She's a no more.
Yeah,
She's a no
just,
more.
yeah, just to basically say, okay, I'm calling you, just to say like,
fuck you.
I'm pretty much calling her to say like, yeah, okay, I'm already getting. I know you take forever just to get ready. Like I'm calling you an hour before to say take a shower and we'll just like meet up at 5:00. I call her at 5:00. Oh yeah, I'm about to go into the shower. Like
Híjole.
fucking
Yeah,
hell. So
true. That was
for
my
this-
bad earlier today. That was my.
you do
that's
this shit
because
all the time.
I was doing laundry.
You do this shit all the time.
I was doing laundry because I owe Asley back her clothes because we were here last week.
Okay, good.
Last weekend. So
That's
then I
my
was
clothes,
like,
by
let
the
me
way.
wash it. Oh, okay, well, Renee's clothes. Yeah.
But yeah, basically, I pretty much already knew she was gonna lag it, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna watch some YouTube, just fucking take my time. And then I was like, okay, right around when it was 6:30, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna jump in the shower because I feel like I'm already lagging it way too much.
And he's like, what are you doing?
And actually, and actually nailed the timing right because as soon as I'm out of the shower, she's out of the
She shut
shower.
up, alright.
So I actually am already getting used to her timing.
Well, Omar was late again.
Well, I mean, when is that ever surprised?
That's what I'm saying.
Reason though.
Thank God he doesn't have his long ass hair though. Remember?
Fuck you.
Dude, every time, right? We would show up at his house like 9
shit.
o'clock, 10
Holy
o'clock.
shit. Hey, fool, we're going to do something at 12. All right, we show up
Like
9.
10. No,
You know
9.
what?
Yeah.
9.
That's still a fucking problem now. I
Omar's,
don't have the fucking long hair. I just take my time for fucking granted.
Omar's like, we're going to the gym. This was powdering his face. Like, what the fuck, bro? We're going to the gym.
The thing that always used to crack me up is he used to have his like the fucking mixer with everything. He would play his music loud as fuck. Yeah. He takes an hour in the shower. He gets out of the shower. Then he's fucking blow drying his hair, straightening the hair. Like what the?
How long do you take to get ready for work?
Now?
Yeah.
Depends.
I'd say half an hour.
All right.
from
2
there.
hours. Wait.
Sometimes you know what?
I know how to phrase it.
Huh.
Okay, so how long does it take you if you have to like do everything, like wash everything thoroughly, do your hair from scratch, and just
Okay,
Oh,
so here's the
I could
thing.
even phrase it even better.
Okay,
How long
go.
does it take if you know you're going to work with?
Nah, sometimes I still go to work when I open smelling like sex. The fuck?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Clap cheeks the night before. Go to bed. Too tired to shower. Wake up. As long as the hair is good, I'm good.
So you just fucking go like that?
I fucking go like that.
And you think she won't smell it? Or you think it's the pheromones that like lead
Attract
her
her.
are attractive?
Probably.
But it's your what the fuck?
What?
No, go to the one on the left. Okay, so Rafa's going to the restroom already.
So he fucking walked me to the restroom in the beginning.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know. I think he's like asking which one. I'm like, you should know.
She's
Come
just
on.
peeing anyone. Who cares at this point?
Okay, right now the Raphael's not here. Really?
Oh
Really?
God.
Buttholes.
Oh,
What's his
no.
fetishes? You know.
Oh, seriously. Tell us.
What does he make you do? Does he make you show? No. Like, does he make you like just like be barefoot?
Oh, so you know about
Oh,
the
we
Of course
know.
we fucking know.
We know.
Since when? Like how long?
Yo, we known Rafa
Since
for 20
before
years.
you.
I've known him for 20
Well, I
years.
know you know before me, but like about the whole.
Foot thingy?
Yeah.
Does he make you like dress it up? Does he pay for your like pedicure?
Oh, I wish he did.
Oh, shit.
No, just barefoot basically. Like
do
he
you
wants to see my feet for like most of the time.
No.
And that makes it kind of hard sometimes because like I have to angle myself like like do fucking twister, and I'm just like, okay, dude, I'm just like
Hey.
Wait, we're talking during sex or like taking
hold
a
on,
shit or
hold
something?
on.
during.
Hold on.
What?
Oh, okay, he can hear.
No, he's good.
Set him up. Take your sock off. Put your feet up. Everybody, when he comes in, let's observe him.
But you guys have to act natural. You can't be staring at him.
Well,
like
of
that.
course.
We're not the one
We
with
don't
the-
like feet.
Yeah, I always tell him, honestly, more power to him because it's like an extra thing.
Well, of course.
For me, it's like butt. Ooh, butt. Oh, shit. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
He's coming
So-
back. Oh,
Oh.
Raphael's coming back.
you think he likes a foot?
Oh my God.
He likes a few inches. I know.
Look, like I said, more power to him, man. It's like foot fetish. You got something else to worry about.
Honestly, like I didn't understand it at first. Like we were in high school and I learned that it was a thing that we were together, and I was like, he likes my feet.
So, sit down, Rafa. I need to ask you guys questions.
Oh no, you're in the hot seat, bud.
So, look, we did know about Rafa's foot fetish for the longest, right? We-
Actually, I think it became prevalent at
Six Flags. Yeah, Omar, tell us the Six Flags thing.
Oh please.
So what is it? We were in the fucking what's that fucking
Tatsu.
ride? Tatsu.
Omar, Rafa's being a creep.
And sure enough, there's like these 4 fucking white girls in front of us. What are they saying?
I don't know. I don't remember
I
what
don't know.
they
We're
were saying.
talking shit.
I know Omar is like, careful. This guy has a foot fetish. And
No.
they're
No,
started
he just literally said, I have a foot fetish.
Yeah.
And like literally the reaction, they started like curling up their toes and shit.
Rafa got a
Which to
boner.
you was what?
Rafa got a boner. That's like shaking butts for me.
Oh, that's your thing?
That's like spreading cheeks for me.
Oh my god. Omar's like hardcore.
No, but I also remember that one time when we went on the fucking log ride or whatever, right? And I remember these chicks, like, I don't know where they just, like, flipped us off. At one point, they just, like, say, fuck you. Then we went to another point where we actually saw them again. And I think I remember somebody was like, hey!
Probably Beto.
And then we all started flipping them back.
Probably Beto.
That shit was funny,
Probably
dude.
Beto.
Holy shit. You really showing me your socks?
What do you see in the foot?
I don't know. I'm actually kind of grateful though. I think that was like a reason that he has a foot fetish that we're together. I don't know, or like
Yeah.
that the galaxy brought him to me because like I used to hate my feet and be insecure about them, and I was just like, they're just feet. Like, who wants to see this? Feet are gross. And I was just like, these are my feet, and my boyfriend thinks they're cute. Hell yeah, I'll wear sandals. What? I don't give a fuck.
I don't
You
think
know?
they're cute. That's it's
Well,
it's a turn
whatever.
on.
You like them. My point. Like, it's
Look at this,
positive.
look at this, look at this. He has so many questions. I know.
No, but the question is like,
Show us the foot.
It's just a regular foot.
It is a regular foot.
Small foot.
See?
What do you see,
Small
Rafa?
feet.
I can't explain it.
What do you fucking see?
No, I know what he's talking about though. It's like
I do too. Like, I was like, why is that a thing? Like,
It just
what
is.
do they get
It just
from
it
this?
fucking is.
I knew it was a thing because of porno,
Yeah, exactly.
but it was never my thing. It's never been my thing.
Wait, so what? How did you even like come across foot fetish?
I don't know.
You saw fucking porn on feet and that's it?
No, I mean like
just
literally.
naturally-
Okay, so like scenes, they're always changing positions, and I noticed like the ones where like they have their foot or their sole specifically, like it would just.
All right, I got another question. Do men feet give
No.
you the same thing? As?
That's one of my pet peeves. Like when I see dudes with sandals, I'm like, fucking
Put some shoes on now.
bitches.
Everyone's gonna show them themselves. All
You're
right,
gonna
sorry.
see this shit. You're gonna see real feet right now.
You see real men feet.
It's fucking the thing.
I'm sorry, Cora, if you lose them.
I don't have real feet. Like, they don't exist.
Real men feet.
I think
real
to be
feet.
fair though, I think I've noticed like sometimes I can distinguish which feet are which. Like for ladies, they're kind of like a little bit slimmer. For guys, it's a little bit wider.
For sure.
So yeah, that's
Or
what I've
longer.
noticed.
Do you like him
feet.
hairy?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's honestly.
So what?
Why do you have like your fucking?
No, how do you
Hobbit.
get some
Fucking hobbit feet.
So how'd you guys meet?
All right.
High school, sex ed.
Have you heard?
Fucking sucked because, like, he was
Did
absent
you
for the
think-
first 2 weeks of school. I don't know who. I was just like, Rafael Rodriguez, attendance, and then, like, no one called anything. And for, like, I was just wondering, like, who the hell is Rafael Rodriguez? Like, based
this
on, like, all the
fucking
other
idiot?
guys, like, the freshman boys in my
Oh, this is
health
freshmen?
class.
Yeah, this
health
was back in
freshman
freshman
year,
year.
yeah.
Yes, high school
I was like,
sweethearts.
oh, back in my, yeah, totally. I just remember, like, all the guys in, it's high school. They're teenage boys. They're, hormones. I mean, not say that you don't have them now, but
Rafa has hormones.
yeah.
Rafa has hormones right now.
Oh God. Yeah, he's like
But
late.
anyways, keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
So I thought like he was gonna be like another one of those typical like, oh yeah, sex, but like dick, pussy, ha 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 joke, like making like outright sexist like jokes and like talking about porn openly and within the class. And I was a freshman girl. I was like, I had no idea like on these things. I was kind of like, that's gross.
Oh my
like why?
God.
Yeah, basically. So I thought he was gonna be one of those like like.
Penis.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
And Omar. Basically.
So I was just like, oh, like Raphael's probably gonna be like some douchebag or
Some
something.
dickhead, yeah.
And then
A
like,
cocky guy.
yeah.
One
and then,
would say arrogant.
And then come to find out, like I see like this new kid in class one day, and I was like, who's that? He's kind of cute.
The pendejo.
And like,
She's cute.
yeah, I thought he was cute. I was like,
She's
oh,
being biased right now.
no,
Ya sé, what'd you
It's
do?
an alright guy.
it's
Come on.
honest.
Está leve ese vato.
And then like,
Míralo, wow. Wow.
Mira, tiene un Nintendo shirt. Ay.
Wow.
no, that was him with me in the killer shirt.
Hello.
No, yeah. So like literally, I just sat like I was wearing a polo shirt.
Ya perreo sola.
Rafa sits next to her. Hey, yo, so show me your feet, girl. You alright.
No, to be fair, it took like over a year to actually like admit it. But yeah, like I just remember I sat down, like I sat right across from her, and I noticed she was wearing a killer shirt, right?
Uh-huh.
So fucking, I was like, oh shit, she's wearing like my favorite band's shirt. So I think this is a sign. Yeah. So yeah, I essentially just complimented her T-shirt, and then yeah, she was. It's
And he
fucking
was
gross.
quiet. You were like really quiet. Like no one would
He
talk to
is
you. So I
quiet.
would talk. Yeah, I know. So
No
I
one
would.
would talk to this. Let me go talk to this so he doesn't
Like he
shoot
wouldn't
the
be
school.
talking to people openly.
No. Okay, so yeah, I would talk with people. Obviously, I'm not a
He's
fucking
basically one of
Danny.
those like speak when spoken to type of guys.
Exactly.
Like
No,
he'll observe.
even then
rather
at
than
work,
participate.
even then at work nowadays, like people like they just said that like, oh, they always get along with me, but even then I'm not really a fucking
Outgoing.
Yeah, I'm not really a talkative person. Like I'm just like keep to myself.
Yeah, so for in a class in like freshman year health like sex ed with all these boys that are like spouting like this like inappropriate stuff, for me that was just like okay he's different. Like I respect that. Like I like it.
Okay, just
And I know how foolish I was now that I know like everything.
okay, yeah,
You
like
found out a year later, right?
so yeah, like
it was
Yeah.
different.
at
Yeah.
that point, everybody knew I was like closeted fucking porn addict because
Yes, we knew it.
Because again, like these guys would go through my fucking gallery, they would see my SD card like literally full of
Dude,
like
this guy-
hundreds of fucking
This guy-
videos, pictures.
Oh my god.
I asked him last week, hey, yo, give me your top 3 porn actress. She's like, he's which category? He's legit. He's legit. A Bella Danger, though, right? That's me.
I mean, I go for her, but I mean, for some reason, I just been more into the MILF section, dude. Like,
What?
I'm sorry. Like recently, per se.
Dude, I
Okay.
saw Bella Danger in person. Much,
Depot.
really,
Oh, that's the one. Okay.
yeah, really short gal.
She's like what, 5'4"?
Dude, she's like 5. She looks like straight 5. Like
5'2", right?
Short, yeah.
Somewhere around there?
What would you? I don't know, but she just looked tiny, like tiny waist, like.
It's funny though, because in
Tiny
the
waist.
in the video, she doesn't seem like she's short.
Oh, they just play short guys.
Yeah, they do probably play short guys.
But I mean, honestly though, like really?
Yeah, dude, she's tiny, tiny.
You
dude.
have those categories in porn where like they're petite, so
But
like
those
you
are,
could
like-
straight up tell they're like.
But that's like Perry Piper, like pint size. girls.
Flat, nothing basically.
Yeah, that's like. I
Well,
don't.
I mean, it depends also on like on the size.
What do you mean? The penis?
Yeah, no, full like the size of the woman.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like the height.
Because I had some petite, but that weren't fucking skinny.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, she's like tiny. Like I could probably-
Elaborate, Omar.
yeah,
I'm
petite,
curious.
or
I could
there was,
probably-
like
I'm
4'8",
curious, too.
somewhere there.
Like, what do you mean?
Somewhere
They weren't
What do
skinny?
you mean, like a chode
Fuck,
girl?
Is this gonna get aired?
This is gonna get aired. Don't worry, we don't have any listeners.
Like 10?
Yet.
Baby,
Thank you.
if you hear this and we're still together, this is before you. This is before you.
That's a fair warning ahead of time.
Yeah, that's good. It's a
Yeah,
disclaimer.
okay.
Yeah.
Warning, disclaimer.
Thank you.
Warning.
I think she was like just about 5 feet, but was just kind of a little
Thicker?
bit thick.
Like Beto?
No, fuck that.
That's like a fucking roly-poly, dude.
Just a little
Could be
bit thick.
considered petite.
Okay.
That's for sure.
Okay.
Like,
I mean-
okay. She was 5 feet.
Oh fuck, I don't know how to describe her. You'd have to see.
Just give me the weight. How much you think she weighed?
Shit, maybe like 110.
How many feet?
I'm gonna say about 5.
Okay, that's not fat. I mean,
No.
That's a little
Maybe less.
thick.
That's thick, but
because
that's
I
good.
used to weigh like 110, and I was 5. I'm 5'2",
yeah.
but I was like really thin.
See, my
and now
girlfriend's
I'm
tall. My
getting
girlfriend's 5'5", 5'6".
Really?
Depending,
thin.
yeah.
That's not tall. That's like
Is
the median.
that's like
Yeah.
medium.
Is she as
medium.
tall as my girlfriend?
Yeah, because when she wears heels, she's almost. I mean, she might be taller because
than
when
you?
she wears heels, she matches me in height.
But you're like, what,
Girlfriend.
5'9"?
I'm 6 feet tall.
You're not
You're not
6
6
feet.
6
I would
tall?
imagine.
No.
Because
Oh,
6 feet
maybe
tall.
like
How tall are you?
5'11" and 3/4.
I'm like 5'11".
Yeah,
All right,
that's
stand next to each
crazy.
other. Stand next to each other.
All right.
No, yeah, because like I think I'm 5'6" or 5'7".
yeah, I think I'm like 5'7".
So we're like roughly the same height.
Yeah.
5'7", 5'8".
You guys are literally like the same
Renee's
height.
taller.
Well, from this angle per se.
Renee's taller.
If anything, like 5'10".
No, shoulders. It's always by shoulders. Yeah, because I'm 5'11".
No, it's not always by shoulders, you fool.
No, actually.
Fool.
I'm 6 feet tall.
Absolute monster. I don't know.
Like bigger torso.
I'm just making stuff up.
Yeah. I'm 6 feet tall. I checked. I mean, I was in the military. I was 72 inches. The military. 72
It
inches.
don't count.
I work in the fucking
Ow.
metric system.
Oh, God.
I use Calvin. Oh wait, that's temperature. Huh?
Yeah, I was like, that's totally different.
It's really not really. Oh, by the way, that's the podcast. Would you say ready and not ready?
Really not.
Really not really.
Really not really, because you don't take it seriously. We're not meant to be taken seriously. We
mean,
just
this-
talked about toes for like an hour.
This is actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I could enjoy doing this. Like,
You can
just for
introduce.
that.
Okay,
Just, like, fucking around.
next Friday.
Wait, so what is the perfect foot?
I'm not going to stop.
Perfect foot.
Oh, so Coro is showing Rafa his feet.
Yeah, because if I were to explain,
And put my foot
Like
on
the
his lap,
perfect,
and
like-
he's trying not to.
Yeah. Okay. Look, I get what he's saying too.
Let's describe it.
Because if
Okay.
he could explain the perfect butt, I would say like symmetrical,
Okay.
nice and perky.
I know how to describe it. So you guys know how like
maybe
Beto's,
not nice and perky.
You know how like Beto's
Kinda-
foot is
kinda
like all fucking stubby and shit. To me, that is imperfect.
Gotcha.
So like as long as it's elongated, painted toenails,
Okay, penis.
Estuvo.
For feet or butt? Are we talking about butts?
We're talking about feet.
What about the ankle though?
What about my foot?
Does that matter too?
Ooh,
No, honestly,
Oh, yeah,
okay.
that's
Oh, is it
why
just where
paint
the-
from like last month it was gel and it's worn out. That's what's left.
dude, I can't look at your feet, and it's
No,
not
no, no,
it's
because
not
here's the
'cause- no,
thing.
wait,
I
wait,
mean, if
it's
we're gonna get into feet, it's like does the ankle
No,
count?
no, yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
no, wait, I can't look at
Yes,
your feet. I was gonna
yes,
say.
it does because he wants me to wear anklets. So that shows
No,
that he's paying
That's
attention
not even
there.
what I'm talking
Anklets
about.
are hot.
Well,
What I
Anklets
mean-
are hot.
anklets
what I
are
mean-
like the little bracelets.
Anklets are hot.
Actually-
No, but even then, that's not the main attraction. The main attraction to me is like
But he's asking if they count.
The
Like
sole.
if you
yeah, it counts.
observe
Okay.
them.
The soul is like the best
Hold
part.
on,
to
let me see. Put your foot up.
No, I can't, dude.
No,
it's
no, no,
'cause
like
No,
I'm
let
not
me see the
attracted.
ankle.
side. Yeah.
So I'm not attracted to feet, right? But since Rafa is, I feel like I'm cheating on him by looking at your feet.
Nah, it's cool.
Oh, me
Because
either.
what I'm trying to say is like,
You know what
what
I mean,
about cankles? Is that like an
Like a turn off?
like fat? like,
Oh, the ones that are like blocked, like straight.
No.
Yeah, like
yeah,
Minecraft
like, does
feet.
it have, that's
I
what
just-
I'm trying to see. Like, does she have cankles?
I distract. It's like Beto feet. You know,
She's got-
fucking Beto's like fucking like all
He
like.
has nice calves though. I'll
She's
give him
got
that.
like, she has like halfway cankles.
Yeah, they used to be thinner, but then I gained weight, so that's where that went.
So it has to be like that 180 degree.
He,
No, like-
remember
Not
when
180, 180 is bad,
like an
bro.
engineer, fucking
this is
bringing
what
out the
happens when
projector.
We have an engineer with us. This is why this who brings out the protector
So,
and an abacus.
so Rafa,
Yeah.
you see, beautiful feet. She's not in the picture. You stuck the toe. Is that considered cheating?
I mean, honestly, I think that's a picture for
someone
her.
else's toe?
Yeah, someone else's toe.
I think that's her question. Like that's for her to answer.
Yeah, like if he just like it's not anything else you consider intimate.
So like Quentin Tarantino scene, like where
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like just sucking the
Oh,
feet
but
of the
that's just
stripper,
kind,
right?
that's just kind of like like in real life, not acting.
Yeah, in real
no,
life.
no, but like there's that one movie. I think the one with the fucking
Honestly, I'm trying to
zombie
process
strippers
it
or whatever,
because
or
it's
vampire
like-
strippers.
Yeah.
Remember?
That's not a
Vampire
Quentin Tarantino
strippers?
movie.
It is.
Yes,
a
it
Quentin
is.
Tarantino movie. Yeah,
Because she's like
The
pouring.
Dust Before Dawn.
Yeah. No.
Oh, we have to watch that.
Yeah, yeah. Like she's
It's
literally.
not a Quentin Tarantino movie. He stars
he's a
in the
cameo.
movie.
He's a cameo.
Yeah,
He's
He
a cameo.
stars in
it's
the
not
movie.
his movie, but he's.
But even then, like the scene with him, like the chick is like literally pouring like
I think
tequila.
was
I think.
it Uma
dude,
Thurman?
no, it's not Uma Thurman. It's
Oh.
it's Salma Hayek. She's fucking hot in that movie.
Yeah. So she's pouring like tequila on her foot, and like
like
he
this.
just starts like straight up like licking it and shit. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what would you consider?
I've
that?
seen that scene so many
So if you were
times.
to do that to another woman, would I consider it cheating?
Yeah, exactly.
Is the question.
Well,
here.
I mean, do I have grounds to that? I need to ask you for a second.
Honestly, it's kind of hard because I'm trying to think of it from her perspective. Like seeing another guy like suck my toe and then just be like,
That's hot.
he's really into it. I wouldn't be. I'm not really into it, but seeing him happy is like, okay, kind of happiness to me. Like
Yeah.
he gets +5 happiness, I get like +2. You know.
Okay. So fuck you. She's saying you ain't good, bro.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like
That's
for
not the question in
enjoyment.
question. Yeah, like-
but I don't know. I'm just trying to think of it like to see what like his perspective would be.
I don't know.
Okay,
wanting
okay,
that.
Renee.
I don't
beautiful
know,
chick
because
from
it's such a weird thing. Like it's not
Again,
something
to
that they
us-
tell us about.
To us,
Are we
we
gonna be? Are we gonna be muting the part? Giving us a
Mute
way-
it, mute it.
Just bleep that part.
Just bleep it.
Okay, but with a
But
beautiful
what I'm trying
chick.
to say is like we know what we see in her.
Yeah. So she has a nice butt.
Would he be able to see the same in her?
Yeah, for sure. He probably,
No, but I mean he doesn't care
he
about
would.
that.
No, he
cares
does
more-
care about it though. That's the
Does
thing.
he?
I tell him it's extra.
It's extra, yeah.
He'll get
essentially.
even more because he's like, ooh, she's nice, and if she takes off her shoes, he's like even better.
Yep.
Yep.
Essentially.
It's like a plus, like
It's like a plus.
plus dessert.
I'm jealous. It's like
It's dessert.
It's like I'm
Yep.
low key kind of sometimes.
Like
no,
you have the whole meal.
You have the main entree,
which is
right?
like
Yeah.
the boobs and the asses.
The ass,
and-
of course.
I'm into legs. Are you guys into legs?
Of course I am.
Sometimes when I
Right
see a
there.
tall girl, I'm like,
Right, like a
ooh.
tall girl with nice legs.
For some reason, like I could dig it. Like I'll be looking at a girl. Sorry.
No, it's cool.
It's okay. Yeah,
No,
right.
but yeah, like even then I'll be looking at a girl
You
and
can
like
look at
she.
the menu, you just can't order.
Yeah.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Oh, you
Yeah,
can order,
I've
you
heard
just
it
can't eat it.
There you go.
Omar,
Oh hell no.
Omar's, you could taste it, but you can't.
He's like,
but you can't finish it. Omar's trying to push it,
Or nobody has to even know you.
or you can eat it
You know,
in private.
just a little cheat meal, right?
Then I think yeah, it would be kind of cheating. Like I wouldn't hold it to a high offense as like sleeping with someone because that's like sticking the P and the V, and that's just like no. That's,
penis in the vagina.
yeah, basically.
For those of you unaware,
And I'm just like that has potential to like create a different future. So like that would hurt more.
You're so fucking, dude. My girlfriend, seriously, I have this like arm ingrown hair, right?
Yeah.
And she's really into it. She like subscribes to Miss Dr. Pimple Popper,
What the fuck?
right? She's super into like watching Poppy Pimples, and like
Yeah.
That's
she,
weird.
You know what I mean?
That's
She just
hella weird.
she likes like it's cathartic for her. It's like ASMR.
I get it for like other people to see that way, but whenever like that, like I can't.
Yo, so she's been trying to do it, right? And I'm like, no, I fucking hate it. I never let her. It's annoying. Get the fuck off of me. Don't do that. Let him go away. I have beautiful skin. I don't. But, right? And she told me if I would go to another girl, because I for like 4 years, we've been together for 4 years, I've been refusing to let her pop any of my pimples. And she told me she would break up with me if I let another girl pop my pimple.
That's fucking funny, dude.
Yeah.
But how so? But I mean, I like doing that shit too.
I don't know. I don't like.
One of the things that I notice in people, it's their fucking face.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. Like I could definitely become what are they fucking called?
Joto?
Dermatologist?
Dermatologist.
That shit.
Why would you? Okay.
See, I like doing that to my girlfriend. I like doing that to myself. I've done it to other people, and I would still do
We
it.
know, Mar. We know.
The only thing is, I don't pursue
popping
that
zits?
career. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I see the gist because like I had a friend for some reason, fucking Edward.
Oh.
He used to have a shit ton of dandruff, right?
All right.
And I had this bad habit of like when I would scratch my dandruff, I would like seeing like the shit just
You
peeling
like
off
it?
for some fucking reason.
no.
But this was back in high school.
Don't you and Beto like scratching scabs?
No, I actually
Isn't that
don't.
Beto thing?
It's not my thing.
Like, he
honestly,
loves it.
I could literally just peel it off and just be like whatever, right?
He likes it. He like never lets it heal because it will come back and he will scab it again.
Yeah, no. That's not really a Beto thing. Because for me, I let it
gross.
till it dries out, and then I'll be like, all right, fuck it.
I hate all that. I don't like pimples. I don't like scratches. I don't like touching you.
Like anything skin related.
No. But I was trying to go at like people have different levels. Like my girlfriend would not care if I would go to a strip club, nothing. But she would not let me another girl pop my pimple.
See, yeah, that's the thing.
And
That
I almost
makes
did
sense
it.
to me in a way. Like I get it. I get.
Because
the
personal for
perspective.
her.
Yeah. Because like she'd be like, okay, you were not letting me do it, but like for your letting
No, I
somebody
get it.
else.
It's like me. I always, for the longest time, she plays Halo with me now. But for the longest time, I always try to get her to play video games. If I saw her playing video games with another guy, and
that
she
would
always says no to
piss
me,
you
that would
off.
piss me off. I'd be
Yeah,
like,
I
fuck.
see what you mean.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I would totally agree on that
Yeah.
aspect because
Yeah.
I mean, even then, I'm trying to get her into games, and she does the stupidest shit in video games. It just cracks me
She
up.
got 2 kills last time. It was fine.
No, but
I
even
get
then,
like my like maybe a handful of kills here and there, but for the most part, it's me panicking and doing stupid shit.
Fucking
that, like,
reason I don't let my girlfriend play.
You weren't there. Memo was there.
Omar farming?
I let my girlfriend play. Omar gets a kill tacular with just killing my girl.
but the thing that cracks me up is like she does the things that like to us as like since we play like games on the regular, we consider like nah, that's too stupid to do. To her, it's like oh, let me do this thing, and like she just like
And see how it turns
she
out.
cracks
It's
me
my
the fuck up.
Doesn't she dodge bullets in real life?
No, she does.
Yeah. He were telling us like I was doing this with the control.
But dude, I used to do that. Fucking Beto would make fun of me because like he sees that I would be like into the like we'd be fucking like Halo online.
It's like those fucking people that are like,
Yeah, like I had this weird thing where I was like licking my lips and shit, and Beto like pointed it out to me. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Well, you said that so you were like, someone's behind you, and she literally turned around in real life.
No,
Look back what we're playing.
no, I think
I actually do remember because Rene, when we used to play, he would jump.
Yeah, well,
When he get excited, he'll be start jumping.
that's
and
all of
playing.
us.
that's everyone. Honestly, I think
do
it's
that shit.
Well,
well,
Omar's
maybe
too
not
cool.
you,
No,
because I think it's just like it's subconscious.
because
You know?
Omar's a legend, fool.
I think I fucking yell more.
Yeah, he does. You know.
Also, for the record, Omar, your last play like with us was just so shit. dude.
Yeah, we're
I
just,
know it was, but you know what?
The thing that cracked me up was the fact that you told him that, hey, dude, I'm sorry for that shit you played.
You told all of us.
yeah, because you quit
We were like, dude, we're gonna play Rumble Pit.
mid-game.
We're gonna fucking play. We're gonna keep playing. Just
And
for
you-
the
Was it mid-game?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And you
Mid-game.
texted
I don't
him.
remember.
He sucked so bad. He texted us like 3 days later. Yo, I'm so sorry for that performance.
that never happens.
It was
you
so fun.
you never get a sorry from him. It was that bad.
You got killed 18 times.
Even
Even got
then-
only 1 kill.
Where did it all go wrong, man? I used to be so
Dude,
fucking
your
great.
girlfriend, women weekend legs. That's from Rocky. It's true.
Oh, women weekend legs when
Yeah.
he's training in Rocky
Yeah.
2.
Women weekend legs?
Women weekend
Weekend
legs.
legs.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh,
not.
because of like the jumping and the bumping.
No. Actually, what they say is like
That makes us strong.
they've actually said that it's not a sexual thing. It's actually something like like the whole strain of like women
in your
actually.
forehead.
Yeah,
In
exactly.
your forehead, in your mind.
In your mind, it actually fucks
become,
with you.
You become sensitive, basically.
Exactly. So that's
That's what
exactly
I'm
what it's implied.
He was saying like, get rid of her. She's gonna distract you from your main objective. which is being
Exactly.
champion.
That's
okay.
it wasn't a sexual thing because initially when I saw that scene,
You thought it was
that's
sexual?
literally what it was. And when I saw like a YouTube comment, they were like, no, it's not sexually implied.
I never thought it was sexual. I always thought it was in the head.
Exactly, because it like fuck it.
That's what happened to Omar. He was the best of us in Halo. What do you always gotta? She always measures drinks. I noticed that last week.
Because she has this thing where she's like trying to moderate for me.
We're fucking talking about me right now.
All right, we're talking about.
I want to hear this.
So
Okay, yes,
Omar
continue.
used to be really good. He wants us to praise him.
He was one of the
He
best.
was the
me.
best at Halo, and now his girlfriend weakened him.
The thing that pissed me off is how he always wanted to do a 1v1 on Sand Trap. The one fucking map where like it would take you at least a minute or two to like fucking kill each
So
other.
for other Call of Duty players that played Rust, this is the opposite, right? Like this is
fucking big ass fucking map.
1v1 in like a 17-acre
The
map.
perfect map is Guardian. Honestly,
Yeah, Guardian.
fucking Blackout.
Pit stop.
And
Nah,
Pit Stop is mediocre.
Mediocre, medium.
I'd say it's in the medium because like you
Or
could
you're-
still it's still like kind of average base because you won't have like those close quarters like
Yeah.
all the time. You have like
I think
range.
Guardians is the best. Guardians
Guardians is
are
always the
the
best
best.
because
It's
every
always-
time I've had a 1v1,
and Guardian.
it's always been on
I
Guardians.
had a 1v1 in Last Resort with him, and then I got owned. Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him.
Like, I was one of the fucking best in Halo.
This would never reach.
No, I never. Look, I would have. What if my X, X to the fucking power of like 5 or whatever?
Leslie?
Oh my God, you remember?
Holy shit!
That weird?
It's funny how you reference yourself like by girlfriends, not even by time. Like I was in high school. No, I was with this chick.
No, wait. I recognize. What is that weird? I have a good mind.
Like I,
I
dude,
have the shittiest mind, so
Dude.
that impresses me.
No,
like,
my
big time.
thing was like go from to the exponent of 5. Like
To the
he said-
exponent of 5?
No, he said to the power of 5. I think. And I was just like,
well,
Girlfriend of 5.
yeah, like 5 girlfriends ago is what
Well,
I got
yeah,
from
that's
it,
it.
and the fact that you could just like that one. Oh,
Yeah,
oh my god.
I'm a beast. I don't
we're
know.
talking about officially, maybe. I don't think I've ever spoken. But anyways, blah blah blah. I used to play with her brother, dude. We were fucking
I
legendary.
did hear about this.
We were fucking legendary.
Where's this dude?
I forgot we were talking about Halo for a second.
No. We were both fucking legend. Our skills matched each other's,
Let's
dude.
hear this. Let's hear this.
Dude, in my old profile was a 45. This dude wanted to start a new profile. I'm like,
start
nah, because I was too loyal to
Legacy?
my accounts. I'm like, I can't do that.
Team Last for the record.
No, it was way before that.
Really?
Yeah.
So what was before Team Last?
It was Team Last.
I could have sworn Team Last was the first one, right?
It was easier.
Oh, shit!
This is fucking 11 years ago. We have no lives, guys. Holy shit.
That's crazy how we're able to reference ourselves by our gamer tags. 'Cause I could name you all my gamer tags.
So this is what attracted you when you saw him in 9th grade? Oh, he's a fucking... He was referencing video games and watching a lot of porn.
Anyways, hey,
That's all he was doing.
Are we talking about him?
yes!
Yeah, that's all he...
That's him.
It's just thought about it because you said you referenced that time.
no, well, of course.
During that time,
So, like, what were we doing at that time?
all the only thing that he was doing, he had nothing going for him.
Oh, okay.
What?
That's
Fucking
true.
high school? Fucking video games?
Halo 3 and porn.
Porn? Fucking...
Asakira.
I'm surprised you actually still remember.
Yeah, that's her favorite. Dude, come on.
But-
She was my favorite.
Yeah,
Not
okay.
anymore.
Continue, Omar. I just wanted to
But
reference
dude-
that.
Huh?
We
Who's
were
she?
both
Some Asian.
fucking like
Asian.
our skills matched. One game I'd have more kills than him. Next game he has more. And we're talking about like Team Slayer, like 4 fucking players, 4 on 4. The other players in our team will maybe have like 2 or 3 kills. We both have like 15, 18 fucking kills.
What happened to him?
He started a new profile. I didn't. He made it to level 50. I stayed at 45 with the other.
So this whole thing is you just did it as an excuse why you didn't reach 50? This is only an excuse to why you didn't reach 50?
Because I didn't want to commit to a new profile.
What was your highest skill?
45, I think.
We were like in the 40s,
46, actually.
46. I was 43.
right? We were all in the 40s.
43.
Because I remember.
No, I'm telling you, like with this guy, like, fuck, dude, we would have made it up there.
This
What
was
happened?
big back in like team doubles phase, right?
Well, then the thing, it was also the experience. I don't want to fucking lose it.
It was. You need a combination of experience and skill to reach the
Yeah.
ranks. Halo 3 is the best for ranking.
So I was committed
agree.
to my fucking account, and I didn't want to make a new
Reach
one.
was like hella grindy.
Especially like,
Oh, yeah.
oh my god,
Reach
the
sucks.
experience points, yes. But I mean, even then, with Reach, I was
pathetic.
I told like one of my friends, fucking Death Snipes.
Oh,
I was talking about him. He was like, "Nah, Reach's like progression system was the best." I was like, "Hell no!"
no. Halo 3 was.
He was like, well, to be fair, he
Like Call of Duty?
did make, no, he made a good point. He was like, okay, so like all the high ranking like armor shit,
Yeah.
the people actually earned it, right? So it wasn't like anybody
Halo
could have
3
it.
too, you had to earn your armor, right? Because
I mean, but
Not all
like
of them.
nowadays, like everybody has Hayabusa,
Yeah, yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
has Katana.
but
So like, and they could be shitty ass players.
like recon takes skill.
well, it did, but until
It did.
fucking Bungie
Yeah,
gave
yeah,
everybody
give it away.
give it away.
Ugh, one I had. Oh.
I remember the one day where it was like one day out of the year, like everybody had flaming armor.
7-on-7.
So I remember we fucking took pictures.
Pictures, yeah.
We were like fucking all hyped up. Shit.
Valhalla.
Valhalla, you
Valhalla,
remember?
yeah, I
Hell
remember,
yeah.
dude, come
Hell
on.
yeah. Like I was like fucking hyped
We
as
were.
fuck.
This is what was going on in 9th grade. Not interesting. I don't know what interests you of him. What happened?
What?
Oh shit! I thought you were behind me. I felt the presence behind me. I got scared. I was about to start swinging.
No, sorry. I'm just like I'm.
This is like the fucking haunted stories where you were like, I remember you mentioned that one time when you were like living in Watts or Compton.
Yes, yes,
you
yes.
said like one of the fucking things on your
Yes.
thing, like it was a mirror, right?
glass. It was glass.
Or glass, yeah.
Yeah.
It just like literally fell, but it didn't even bounce. It just like literally fell flat, like pow.
Dude, fucking Compton. My house in Compton was fucking haunted.
Haunted?
Remember when we tried to actually record one
I
time?
always did that shit.
Yeah.
We always used to like try to
like 3
provoke
o'clock,
it.
Joe, go outside.
We would try to provoke it because like we want to get scarred for life
Y'all
and
are
shit like that.
stupid.
But that was that was the gist of it.
Yeah. We would wait till like 10 or 3 a.m. to do it specifically.
Yes, because it was like these fucking
Like the Devil's
rumors.
Hour and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just like I come from like a Roman Catholic family, like strictly like Mexican.
Roman Catholic.
Roman
Well, I mean
Catholic,
that's
yeah.
like what we
Like-
fucking have in our
Yeah, Mexico. You know.
Really? Roman Catholic?
Yeah, my
Memo?
my grandma's like
Memo?
first generation
Really?
here. Like she migrated here with her family when she was like 14, with her like 9 siblings and 2 parents. So it was like 10 of them. Yeah,
Oh,
crazy.
shit.
Yeah, so that's
What
why
part
I
of
speak
Mexico?
Spanish. Jalisco, Guadalajara.
Ooh, that's all of us.
That's all of us, actually.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's funny because that's where my dad's from. So
Yeah.
it's interesting
Yeah.
that you're saying that because I'm like technically paisanos.
We're someone's paisano.
I'm like the second generation that was born here.
Or maybe related.
Yeah, but even then,
Oh, related. He's not from,
no, hell no.
He's from Jalisco, not Alabama.
for the record,
Fixed it for you.
yeah, for the record, are we all like first generation here?
We are first
Yeah,
generation.
Because
here.
our parents like came over here,
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
I'm
Yeah,
second
we're all technically
generation.
first
Everyone-
You're second? Yeah, you could tell
That's
because
what
you're
I'm
Spanish.
Fuck you!
No, yeah.
No, I get it. I get you.
No,
like I'm
that-
not white, but if I were white, I would totally.
That's the interesting thing though, because like my brother's kids, like their Spanish are it's so bad.
It is.
Cabrón, ya
So,
no hablan
like,
inglés, ahorita no hablan
exactly.
español, ahorita la vamos a agarrar.
So that's the thing that cracks me up because I noticed like whenever your parents are from Mexico, like your Spanish is just like
On
it's
point.
it's not
Spot on.
perfect.
Unless you're Omar.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but even then,
you, I
like
speak
it's
Spanish
better.
well.
It's way better than the second
For sure.
generations. Like it seems like it just kind of gets diluted. You
It's
get
kind of
me?
like that
Mira,
game
mira,
Telephone. You
wait.
remember
Mira,
that
Yeah.
game?
Yeah, telephone.
Yeah, where you pass it like message on to one person and then they pass it on to the next person,
Oh,
and by
alright.
the
I gotta-
end, the message has been like
like,
transcribed into something else.
Yeah.
Estoy escuchando mi
No,
pinche
even
español,
then-
cabrones.
Even then, first generation will not be able to speak Spanish well.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
no, no,
but
no,
it
no, no,
gets-
no. Yes.
It gets worse.
No,
and
you're
worse.
Not all.
No, no, you're wrong. First generation
all the
will
time.
speak
Not all the
Spanish
time.
well. It's only the pressure with it they go through at school where they
Yeah.
pretend they don't.
No, but that's the thing though. Like when you think about it, you go home to your parents and they only speak Spanish.
Well, that's why. That's the only form of
So that's what I'm
communication.
saying.
Maybe you don't know the entire vocabulary that you're
Yeah,
looking for.
exactly. But even then, like you go like to my brother's family, right?
Yeah.
My brother English and Spanish, but most of the time he's speaking
English,
English.
yeah.
So like
My
it's only
house,
when he's
yeah.
like
No.
the grandparents.
Even
Yeah, my
within
house
like,
is the same.
even within the same generation, because I bet you his little brother, his smallest brother, speaks worse Spanish than him,
I feel like that's true.
right? Because
I
now
feel
he's
like it's true.
because now he has older
No,
siblings.
So,
well,
yeah,
of
you have-
course, 'cause
that's what
also
I'm
like,
saying.
Also,
Yeah.
like my parents, they adapt, they learn, the
Yeah,
English
for sure.
language, and then sure enough, the very basic English that my siblings would know, well, they're able to communicate it, and my
your
parents would be able to interpret.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like it's a circumstance.
It is, it's crazy.
You go to your house, it's Spanish, like automatically. Like
But
you don't even think about it.
That gives me because I thought you were first generation, so I thought you had bad Spanish for your first generation, but I think you have good Spanish for second generation.
Yeah,
To be honest,
it's actually pretty good.
Oh,
yeah,
gracias.
it's a you
No,
see?
it's because
Thank you.
her grandmom is like
My grandmother,
she's first
she's the
generation,
first
so she's
generation.
like the
I was
source.
raised by my
And
grandmother.
she
Oh, well,
raised
no
you?
shit. That's what second generation means.
Yeah.
No, but even then, like
Like, my dad
they
was
literally
the
like
actual-
live in the same vicinity. So you get me? They're
Oh,
not like
okay.
you have to go somewhere else
Yeah,
to visit
they're
your
like my
grandmother.
parents and Juan.
No, like
Exactly,
my grandma is
that's
like
what I'm
literally
saying.
my landlord. Like
yeah,
Like
for sure.
exactly, they're like the proximity. You
Yeah,
get me?
I get you. Like my nephews, second generation, are gonna learn pretty good English because they live with my parents. I mean,
Yeah.
they're gonna. We know pretty good Spanish. Like Omar's Spanish is pretty. he
he
looks
sounds
Asian.
pretty good. Like
Well, because I communicate a lot more in Spanish at work. I mean,
Mamadas.
At work,
Oh,
dude.
no.
They ask me at work, "Is Omar Mexican?" Like
who
still.
asked you?
because you
Fucking-
have an Asian like.
No,
eyes,
because look.
dude.
No.
Well, of course I know that, but what I'm trying to say is,
Dude,
like,
Nancy
my-
asked me.
Really? Oh, because when Nancy, she speaks Spanish, and when I
Good.
communicate with her, it's nothing but Spanish. And
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard my
Yeah,
Spanish, right? With
Nancy's
her.
like, "Is he?" Oh, I think it was Nancy or Martin. Both, either one of them asked me. Like, he's Mexican, right? I'm like, yeah, he's Mexican. Like, and he's like, he looks Asian. I'm
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
You've always had this running joke at gigs.
That's the icebreaker for a lot of
Pacquiao's
people.
kid.
El chino toca.
Pinche Filipino.
No, they think he's japonés. El japonés toca banda? Like, what the fuck?
Dude, I like how that's a thing in our band.
Well, I mean, it's the icebreaker everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I like it when customers come to me and can you speak Spanish? ¿Cómo le puedo ayudar? or like they're trying their best, you know.
In English.
Which one is it? And I'm like, ¿qué es lo que está buscando?
And then they're like, right away, they're like, hell
pensaba
yeah.
que no hablabas español.
Dude, I have the biggest nopal in my forehead. That never happens to me. Dude, it's always like, hey, primo. And I'm like,
Dude, I will never forget the time when we were at
tell
fucking
Coral.
Tom's. Okay, I think I told her about this, but like, we were literally about to cross the street, but then there's this guy who dropped something.
his keys.
His keys, right?
Dropped his keys.
So essentially, we're all three of us are standing right there, and he goes like he says it in like chronological
Yeah,
order.
we
He's like,
all
"Thank
point out his keys. Like, yo, sir, get up your keys. Like, we give him his keys because he dropped them.
you." And right away he was like, "Thank you, gracias."
He goes to Omar, thank you. He goes to him, thank you. He goes to me, gracias. Like gracias. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
That was the funniest shit. Like, dude, I keep like playing this shit over in my head. I'm like, it's so funny, dude.
I don't know. I was so offended. It's so offensive. I don't know why. He just thought I didn't speak English. Like, holy shit. Like, clearly he sees me in the same friends group and we're like communicating in English, but I guess he wasn't thinking. He just saw like
It's just like a subconscious thing.
yeah,
I'm
like
telling you.
American beaner. Like,
El mojado.
mojado. This guy probably barely jumped the border. Yeah, dude.
That's the thing that I've always like. I was always kind of appreciative because when I was born, I was pale white.
You still pale white compared, dude.
No. In comparison to you guys, but
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I'm not that bad, honestly, compared to her.
Nah, I'm dark.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
No,
So,
Memo's the darkest.
I got dark.
So, like-
I've been confused as an Arab, to be honest.
Me too. People speak to me in Farsi, and I'm learning Farsi. Salam, shatori.
so
Cool.
what's Farsi?
I don't even know what that means.
Farsi?
I
No,
know
Farsi's
why.
not Jewish.
Oh.
No, tell me what is it?
It's from Iran.
Yeah.
Oh, so like fucking Middle
Middle Eastern. Yeah.
Middle
So
Eastern,
I look
yeah.
Middle Eastern too. If I just don't have a beard. But people always think people think I'm Persian, 100%, and I have a lot of Persian classmates.
To be
So
fair,
they
like
teach
you
me-
kind of fit the profile.
Yeah, Persian.
That's
And-
only because they know Persian. It's like if I look at another person who looks Mexican, hey, ¿cómo le puedo ayudar?
No, but Persian.
No, Spanish.
No, but Persians think I'm Persian. I
happened.
look
Yeah.
like their primo or however they call it.
Yeah, dude, the Russians that are at the Home Depot, I thought they were Mexican and they're not.
Yeah. Hey,
No,
my
but
friend.
I actually been out, like, people from outside, not just, like,
No,
in close range.
I get what you're trying to say because like literally he fits both profiles.
Yeah.
Like,
man-
literally
they
he's
see me and they're
literally
like, what? Or ¿qué onda paisa? Like they see
exactly.
both.
That's what I'm
depending
saying.
on who it is.
Yeah. Because you could literally fit both of those profiles.
So I get racially profiled both ways.
that's
They
funny.
don't let me
Yeah.
through the border or in an airplane. So.
So how many ways do you think I get racially profiled?
The coronavirus, Omar's like, nah.
No, again, he's more Japanese than Chinese.
Oh, he's more Japanese.
How?
You look,
I don't know.
I don't know. That's what people say.
That's the literal thing. We can't decipher that because
can't-
to us, you just look. You just look like however the fuck we see you, dude.
You just
We've
look
known
like
you-
Omar to me.
Yeah, exactly. We don't fucking see you as like
But
pinche Japonés.
Fool, his
Oh.
own coworkers, his own like people, like, is he Mexican? Like, you known him for 2 years. He's been working here for 2 years.
For us, like it's just like
Yeah.
it's already ingrained in our fucking
But yeah.
like.
I could see it though. Memo could be Middle Eastern. I mean, dude, honestly,
I don't
this is
know.
racist, but I look more Middle Eastern though.
Exactly.
No,
it's,
the
it's
thing-
the nose. I think
The
it's
thing
the
also
nose.
is that
the
if I
pointy
let my
nose.
beard grow, that's
Oh,
when
yeah.
it makes
He
it.
could grow a beard.
I get made fun of this, but only by my brother
Jewish.
and a few. No. Fucking Taliban. Because you know that you know the fucking Boston bomber?
Yeah.
Fucking shaggy hair.
You look like Eastern European.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So like literally I get that like fucking Taliban ass.
Like Armenian. He looks Armenian.
Disco, good.
He does look like he's from Israel. He does look
to be
Jewish.
fair though, I fucking like it though.
What?
I find it like fucking hilarious
That you
because
look-
I get the Jufro.
He looks like Zohan, right?
Yeah, I fucking
Let's
love
go.
it. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Are these curls or waves?
It's wavy.
That's waves.
It's weird.
Exactly. Everybody
Okay.
says like, "Oh, you have curly hair." It's
To
not
me- to
fucking
me,
curly.
In girl
It's
world,
wavy.
I call it like loose curls.
My
If
girlfriend
they're
has curly
not-
hair.
Those are loose. Those are like loose curls.
Yeah, exactly.
wavy.
They're
Those are
loose
like
curls
pubes.
to me.
Loose
Fucking
curls.
Omar, of course.
Like pubes on a giant, like
More in
extension,
touch with
like
the
more
feminine
long.
side when it
Yeah,
comes
no,
to
let's
styling.
ask Omar.
He would be the Zohan. He would be like the stylist.
What's your cat's name again? Yellow Balls?
His name's Yellow Balls?
No, I know his name's not Yellow Balls, but just like the way Ashley described him to
Sergeant
me last time. She
His
said
name is
Yellow Balls.
Perseus.
His name is Pierce Morgan.
Pierce.
Pierce Morgan.
Percy.
Pierce. I named him after the BBC host, Pierce Morgan.
Really?
Yeah, he's kind of like the Bill O'Reilly from the UK.
So he's actually like right winged.
He's super right
I
wing.
was gonna say, isn't he an asshole?
He's a dickhead, but I felt like it fit him. It does fit him, right? Like Pierce Morgan, he's kind of like chunky, white.
But even then, for the record, he's a pretty he's a snuggle bug.
Yeah, he's a noble beast.
You ever seen a
He's
Community?
a beast
Community.
though.
She's been seeing it.
So I actually
Sing
thought
what?
he named
Community.
Community.
The show.
Yeah, I've been watching.
So
I started
I-
season 1 right now.
I actually thought he named it after Pierce Hawthorne. The
Oh.
old guy.
yeah.
That's the
Pierce.
first thing I thought.
Yeah.
Does he give those kind of vibes?
Yeah, white, kind of douchey, racist.
I was like, that's the
For the
word.
record, I've always been like being curious about that. Like, what's the difference between right winged in America and right wing in fucking Europe?
We're gonna get this here. Right
what-
wing. I thought right wing means right wing anywhere.
I thought it
Conservative
meant, like, very
it's
conservative.
it's a political spectrum,
ideology,
right?
Like super conservative versus super liberal.
liberal, yeah.
I'm
it's just-
pretty liberal, to be honest.
I'm super. I mean, here's my argument, and I'm gonna get to this. Usually, this is kind of what the podcast is about. So,
You know what?
why would any of us be conservative? What kind of status quo are we all trying to keep? That's what, right? As young people, as people who are trying to make it, what kind of?
Stop.
Like, why would we be conservative?
For the record, like it's because it's like a traditional thing, but for us, our tradition is like it's kind of forgone because
Yeah.
it's in Mexico,
It
right?
is.
So to us, we're like kind of cut off from that aspect.
And our tradition here in Mexico and the U.S.
US
is
we're
general
starting,
labor-
we're barely starting.
laborers, and we don't really have any high positions of power.
Exactly.
So why would we be conservatives? We have no status.
We
quo
have
to
no
conserve.
bonds. We have none of that like fucking
Family wealth,
what's that? Trust funds, like
Yeah, yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I know someone with a trust fund, and oh my goodness.
trust fund kids.
I know a trust fund kid, and
Bitch.
oh, shut up.
I know who it is.
I know you know.
Is it a
Who
bitch?
is it?
It's a bitch face.
Okay.
Is,
Yeah.
is it a guy or a female?
Guy.
Homer's trying to get in on that family.
No.
Look, I'm trying to create something.
I don't know.
Is it a guy or a
But
girl?
like I tried like mentioning this.
Who
about, like-
is it?
First one, you dick.
It's a girl.
It's a girl.
No.
It's a guy.
It's a guy.
Yeah.
Is his name Trump?
No.
No. Oh fuck no.
So what? What
I
kind of
don't-
person is he?
I don't think it matters for.
I don't know. I
this
just
guy.
tried like. We hung out one day and I was like, I just like brought up like, hey, the news is crazy. Like, you know, I think it was 2015 or something,
Yeah.
like 2017, one of those years.
Also pre-Trump.
Yeah, pre-Trump basically. No, yeah, no,
Obama.
2015 pre-Trump.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, it was just I don't know. I tried bringing up like the social inequality or things like that
Right.
between like the higher class and the lower class, and he was just like, I don't really see it that way. There's no disparity, and I was
Okay.
just like,
Yeah,
are you
'cause-
kidding
Yeah,
me?
because he has a trust fund.
Yeah, and he told me himself like, oh, like I feel kind of guilty like applying for financial aid.
Fuck that fool.
Because I have
Like,
my
yeah,
own, like,
okay.
he's like, I feel kind of guilty, but they told me, like, I forgot, he said, like, an advisor told him, like, it's best if he, like, go for financial aid to apply, even though he has, like, a trust fund, he said. And I was like, what? Hello? Like, there are kids that are missing meals
Yeah,
every
yeah.
single day, and you're over here living life. And I'm not trying to make him feel guilty for that, you know, because that's the life he was born into, but, like, it's not.
Dickhead.
But it's just, like, have some sympathy, some compassion, look at how privileged you are.
Right, yeah.
And try to
no,
look back,
yeah. See, I'm not against
you
people
know?
being privileged, but just admit you're privileged. You
But
can't
I
be
mean,
like,
you can't say you're entirely privileged, though. You could just say it's just fortunate.
that fool has money. Yeah, that's what privilege is. No, this fool.
Well, no, because think about it.
It's not cocky,
it's like the
arrogant,
quote. It's
not
like the,
privileged, fortunate.
it's like the quote.
This is the theme
Yeah,
of
it's like
the
the
podcast.
saying.
That's gonna be the title.
It's like the saying, you know, it's not your fault that you were born poor, but it's your fault if you die poor.
That is a good saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
So same thing with that.
No, I agree. It's not your fault if you're born rich. But how does that work?
How's it work? How can I get in on it?
Yeah.
You know, like just give me a tip.
Yeah.
Give us a
You
tip.
have stories
dude,
from
we-
people who are born
Born
dirt
rich,
poor
yeah. The
and
Rock.
make it up.
No,
I
no,
mean, look
I-
at the CEO from Google.
No, dude. I'm not.
Look at the CEO from
look.
Google.
I'm not. What do you call it?
It was
I'm
like
not jealous.
Yeah, no.
You could
of
almost
course.
say he was
I'm not jealous.
literally
Yeah.
like dirt poor.
Yeah, we're not dirt poor. We're talking into
We're,
a
I'd
Fucking
say
I'm
We're
talking about
surviving.
God,
we're
I'm talking
not.
about you.
I mean,
no. We're talking into a $400 device to no one. That's how not dirt poor we are.
Yeah, exactly. We're
Yeah.
surviving.
Yeah, we're good.
essentially.
we're doing a little bit more surviving. We're entertaining ourselves.
It's like
And
one-
maybe possibly other people.
To me, like
but-
yeah, exactly. To me, dirt poor is like homeless people, people who are like living in
Right.
their fucking cars.
We were talking about this last time. It's like we're playing live on normal difficulty.
You have people who are playing on like heroic,
Yeah,
legendary.
and then you
shit.
got the Trumps with trust fund kids who are playing it on
Easy.
easy with cheat codes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Which
they
is
have,
the connection.
Like, literally, have motherfuckers are like, oh, here's a fucking Ferrari for your fucking birthday.
Yeah, basically.
And then they get the gall to complain
see-
that like it's not the
I've
right color
I've
or it's not the
seen
right
shit
model.
about that on
It, so
YouTube.
I'm
No,
gonna
but
crash
isn't it
Or
boring?
fuck you, parents.
But look, here's the thing. When I say I'm not jealous, because Rafa, what difficulty? I'm just gonna sound stupid. What difficulty do you play Halo in?
I mean, legendary. of
Why?
course. Because it's a challenge.
Thank you.
Because
We're
like
this is a-
accomplishing the goal is just like it's so much more satisfying.
If you had $1 million right now, we wouldn't be doing this. We'd be smoking crack and coke because we had nothing else to do.
Well, how do you know that?
Well, because there's no challenge.
Because it depends.
Omar,
on-
if you
if I had $1 million, I'd invest $1 million.
right, you want to make more.
For the
But
Exactly.
for the record, Renee, I don't think we'd be ever smoking crack because that's the poor man's cocaine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cocaine. We'll do cocaine.
Cocaine is like the
Cocaine's
rich man's drug.
classier.
I'd be
Yeah,
doing
exactly.
I'd be
That's
doing
literally
cocaine
what it is.
off of Margot Robbie's butt.
Like
That's what I'd be
any,
doing.
yeah, literally that's what it is.
She's a gorgeous woman.
She is a gorgeous woman.
Okay.
Omar, what I'm trying to say is you want that out of your rate, right? That's your goal?
Right.
You want the out of your rate? If you already had it,
You'd
just
be
like that,
whatever.
if you could have whatever you want, just like that, what's the challenge? It's boring. And this is why you have those fucking trust fund kids doing coke and dying.
like fucking around, like
Yeah.
because they could literally afford it. So
They
like,
could.
they
There's
don't-
no
Yeah,
challenge.
but
It's
I
like
mean, you
playing
gotta think
Halo on
about it
easy.
in
It's
different
boring.
ways. It's like still though.
But again-
it's just clearing up the fucking path for someone else like myself to come through.
No, that's right. But what I'm trying to say is
They
that
don't really face consequences.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
What, I'm not hating on
No,
them.
no, they face consequences. They just don't face challenges.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's what we're trying to get
Yeah,
at.
that's what I'm trying to get at. It's better this way. We imagine when you die
No,
rich.
no,
You
no,
grew
so-
up poor, right? Imagine when you die rich, you fucking succeeded.
Yep.
If you were born poor, rich, and you died rich, you didn't succeed anything. If you were born poor and you died poor, you didn't succeed anything. If you die rich, you succeeded.
Well,
Something.
I was just talking about this with my girlfriend today.
Yeah.
One of the
Ooh.
things, you know.
This is one of the things that
One of the things. One of the things
It's
is
a
like
segue. Yes.
it's like
it's
my
like
tits
whether or
don't
not-
hurt. Rich.
whether or not you're with me, I have one goal in my head, and that's to get rich.
Money. Thank you. Well,
Rich brings happiness. Rich.
Money,
that's
bro.
Money brings happiness.
that's a high take.
No, fucker. Tell me money doesn't bring happiness, and give me an example. Like what?
Okay, for the record, I don't think it.
Tell me, are you ever to afford anything without thinking about it? No. Wait, hold up. Okay, think of what you
There's
want
places
right now.
you can get it for
Honestly,
free.
for me,
Okay, no. What's your dream car?
Porsche 911.
Can you afford it right now?
no. But even then,
Would
I'm
you be
really-
happy if you were able to afford it?
It'd be nice.
So exactly.
But even then, like that's
fuck it, but
materialistic.
no, fucker. But we're talking about a vehicle. We're not talking about a pair of fucking shoes.
Okay.
Even then, if you don't have to think about whether money is going to affect you financially, then you know you're in a good state. You're happy.
I could twist them. I could twist them.
Yeah, but
and-
what I'm trying to say is like
No.
you don't need the car to get happiness. You get me? I'm trying
Yeah,
to be
I get
like
you.
on a realistic level.
I'm happy now.
Exactly. So like you don't need
Are you
the
really?
item.
Oh, I have a nice car. I want more.
No, exactly.
Exactly.
So then you're not going to be settled for what you have.
But I'm
But
trying
then
to kill
again,
myself.
no, but
wait. But then again, it feeds into that cycle of once you get to that state where you're rich enough to afford everything that you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm going
That happiness is gonna run out
Yeah,
at some
it's
point, and nothing that you
It's
buy
not.
can replace it.
No, it's
You're
like-
gonna want
it's
like
not.
meaningful relationships
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
spending your time wisely. Besides, like, oh, I can do this just because I want to, not
Yes.
because I actually like just because I can, not because I want.
It's
to.
like you get to a rich point where you don't even know if your relationships are real or they want to network through you.
Yeah.
Or you're powerful enough. Like like fucking Trump. I bet you I sleep better at night than Trump does.
Oh, fuck.
Especially
yeah.
after his Tulsa rally.
that shit
right?
makes me so fucking proud of
Right?
Generation Z because they're the ones that are like
Dude, the
mainstreaming.
Zoomers.
The Zoomers and K-pop fans are the ones that I'm really proud
Did
of
you
them.
hear what happened?
No.
Oh
So
my
Trump
god!
Trump had a rally, right? He was
Oh,
so
wait.
excited. He's like, 1 million people are
I'm looking
coming.
at the picture at the end.
Oh, wait, that's a good picture. I sent it to my
I'm
mom.
waiting. I'm waiting.
So he was so proud. Like he was like, "Oh, 1 million people are coming to my rally. Check this out."
Despite the
how
whole
many,
COVID?
Yeah, how many? Despite the COVID, fuck the left. They're like so it turns out a bunch of TikTok kids, like you like Jocelyn and like all these kids that are at that age, what do you call it? They just bought a bunch of tickets.
Well, they were free though.
They were free.
Yeah, but
They reserved
they got
them
'em.
and their names.
They reserved it in the names, and it was just they just like straight up spammed it. They reserved like 1 million tickets. All the fucking like GOP, the Republican Party, was like
Right.
tweeting, this is gonna be the biggest rally in history. Isn't that no one fucking showed up?
Broke records.
It was
I
gonna
remember.
break records.
Right.
Yeah, they
It
were
was
so
broke
proud,
records.
and
Yeah.
they fucking. He showed up and he had a tantrum after because no one showed up. Like it was the third empty. People were camping outside the fucking the arena because they thought there was gonna be that many people.
Yeah.
The thing that cracked me up is like I saw the live stream because like you know how YouTube like recommends like shit that's going on.
Yeah.
So like I saw the feed and then like you had comments that were saying like, so where the fuck is everyone?
No one.
Because you literally saw empty seats
Empty
upon
seats.
empty seats.
19,000.
I really wouldn't care about that because I'm not. It's kind of petty to be like, haha, no one shows up to your rally. But the fact that I know it bothers Trump so much.
It's so
The
much.
fact that he's so petty that I
yeah.
know.
Chef's kiss, like, thank
Look
you.
at it. Show that picture. This is the
Oh.
best picture that came out.
I think I did
Honestly,
see it.
this
You
is
said-
my favorite photo of the president ever. Like our current president, I loathe him.
This
But
is-
this photo, like, thank you.
This is Omar after he comes out of his
know?
girlfriend's house. Like that. You haven't seen it, Rafa? You haven't seen it, Rafa?
I've seen the shit. She sent it to me because I thought it was like.
remember this.
But the thing that cracked me up is like, Travis Noah was like, okay, so this
Oh,
guy is like
Trevor Noah.
Trevor
Yeah,
Noah.
yeah.
You said Travis.
Yeah, I'm a little drunk. But yeah, like this dude's like, oh yeah, he's more disappointed about the people who didn't show up to the rally instead
Yeah.
of the people who fucking lost their lives to COVID.
Yeah. Or the fucking unemployment rate, or the
And
people.
that's crazy though, because I mean, I see these stupid ass comments where like people are like, oh yeah, fucking COVID's a made up shit. It's not, because my brother actually had that shit.
Your brother had it?
He tested positive like just today.
Oh shit.
And for like the past week, he's been having the symptoms, right?
Okay, so you guys,
So it's not bullshit. It's
so you know my
fucking
theory,
not.
right?
Oh, Omar has a theory about COVID, by the way.
Okay,
Yeah,
shoot
wait.
it. Theory.
I agree with that theory, though. It's not a.
Wait,
the
wait,
way- okay,
no,
present the theory.
we're-
I'm curious. Like,
Okay,
what
wait.
theory are you
We're-
talking
wait. First off, the way he's gonna explain the theory sounds dumb.
Shoot through.
It sounds arrogant. So remove the arrogant.
Remove the light layer.
Yeah, remove
Yeah.
that Instagram filter of arrogance and just look at it with good eyes. And you,
No. So
Okay, give me your point.
Just give it the Snapchat then. 10 seconds.
the theory, it's straightforward. We're all gonna get it.
That's true. Yeah.
Some already did. Some maybe now. Some later.
That's the thing I'm worried
Right?
No, you're gonna get it. Everybody,
Yeah,
it's
no.
gonna hit. It's gonna hit
It could
everybody
be.
differently.
But
It
check
could
it out.
be inevitable.
No, it's inevitable. If it's airborne, I mean, we
It's
still
like-
have people at this point. I mean, it's a fucking disease that's like dormant.
That's
You
the
don't
goal,
even know
right?
it.
Like
For all
herd
you
immunity.
know,
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Like,
for all you know, one of us already has it. Fuck you. Shut up. I'm telling you, bitch.
say though, motherfucker.
For
Like,
all you know, one of us has it already, and we don't know this. We're close proximity,
True.
but
No
some of
mask.
us show symptoms differently. Some of us won't even show symptoms, but we have it. Others are gonna show those fucking severe symptoms, and others just moderate.
Yeah,
Right.
I agree.
I agree.
Or probably they won't even
And
show
those
it.
symptoms are
Yeah.
extremely similar to the diseases, so it's extremely hard to tell.
Yo, I think I might have already had it. I'm actually gonna try to see how much they cost to order. You guys are down to do a
COVID test?
No, not the. But I want to do the antibody test.
When did you do it?
I did
I want
it.
to do the antibody test. My dad told me about it, and
Yeah.
my sister and I were like sick, like maybe 2 weeks into
Exactly.
like the what was it when we got shut down? So like in the middle of March,
Yo, so in the middle of March,
Yeah.
I had the worst sickness, and I thought I have Crohn's disease, so I thought it was Crohn's.
right?
I'm like, oh, I can't have this now. It's the worst time to have Crohn's, like a flare. It's called a flare up.
I think any disease, honestly,
right
at this point.
But
Right.
so what happens with Crohn's or colitis is that you're normal. It's called receding, and then you have a flare up, and that means you for like 3 months, for
Right.
2 months, that's why sometimes I lose weight like crazy, and I'll be like 40 pounds underweight, right?
or you'll be Thomas the Train.
Or I'll be you know what I mean? It's like you get a big ass flare up, and I thought I was having a flare up in mid March. I'm like, no fucking way! Like I had a fever, I was fucking dying, I was throwing up, and this and that. It only lasted like a week, and it was gone. And I'm like, this is the craziest. This never had happened before.
That
I think it was
sounds like
COVID.
it could be.
For the record,
honestly.
do you guys remember
At that
when you
point
guys
in time,
visited?
it's
Yeah.
possible.
Do you guys remember when you guys like visited me? Like,
Yeah, just we had like 13 fucking mouthpieces everywhere, and he was in bed, pale as fuck.
One day we had a gig, by the way, Coral.
Yeah.
And so we were like, what the fuck is this guy at? Like, Rafa's not showing up. We went to his house. He was in bed. He looked like Smeagol because he was pale. And he was only in his boxers. And he had like He was dead. He looked dead. He looked like he couldn't
Honestly, he looks dead when he sleeps sometimes. I'm like, damn, you really in it. Like, okay.
I envy him. That's good.
I'm a heavy sleeper.
What about Beto the last time we just let them
The fucking vamos a la fucking tianguis. No, yardas.
Anyways, continue with your theory. I like your theory.
No, that's what it is. It's
Yeah,
pretty
right,
straight.
right.
But again,
Look, I
We're
don't
all
think-
gonna get it.
Look, and I think I agree with Omar. Last time he said this, and I think I heard it in the Joe Rogan podcast. Dude, I'm gonna send you a Joe Rogan podcast. Listen to it.
Of course.
The one with Jocko. You know who Jocko is?
No.
Willick. He's it's Navy SEALs. You should watch this guy. He's fucking beast. And his theory and like the what he's talking about is like, hey, wait, just protect yourself. Just drink, get some vitamin D.
Yep.
Get some fucking water, exercise.
No. What you gotta do is okay. So again, like I'm telling you, everyone's gonna get the shit.
So be
Maybe
better
not
prepared.
now. Maybe later. The best thing to be is be as healthy as you can.
Yeah.
Yep.
Water.
Take your multivitamins.
Yeah.
Exercise.
I'm like
Keep
literally
yourself
working
hydrated.
out. Yeah.
Exercise as much as you can.
Yep. I'm doing
And
that.
that's it. It's gonna hit you a lot less worse. Maybe not.
You'll kick his ass. If you're healthy, you'll be fine.
The thing is, like, that's a crazy thing though, because I was about to say this. Like, you know, my brother, how he tested positive, right?
Yeah.
Like on the weekend before, he was fine.
Yeah.
And he visited us. So that's the thing that's kind of tripping me out
Do you
because like
mind
you
if
have
that's-
You might.
yeah.
have.
And disclaimer, I'm sorry you guys like get it because
I'm
of
fine.
me. But for the record, yeah, like he literally visited us on the weekend and he had it. Like he was just hanging out with
you
us.
heard it here first. If I die, it's your fault. I want this on record.
Yeah. I mean,
And now we're
fucking have it.
17. This is on record.
But yeah, like that's the
What
thing
time
that's
is it?
tripping me out.
Oh, we have like an hour.
Oh, we're good. Ozzy
fine.
should be here like in 15 minutes. We're good.
Yeah, hooking us up with a fucking Starbucks.
Oh, I forgot about, did I finish my can?
What was he gonna say? Fuck.
I don't know, but you have some crazy
shit,
theories.
MTV.
No, but I respect that aspect
It's a
because
good
I mean,
idea.
you guys have played Plague Inc, right? You guys
Yeah.
know, like literally, it's inevitable.
Yeah, everyone will get it. It's just you have to prepare.
Yeah, exactly. Even the person who could like literally stay home at some point, he has to go out.
Yeah.
No, I think it's all placebo. If you
No,
if
he's
you-
saying the person has
no,
to stay
What I'm
inside.
saying now, if you have it now,
Yeah.
but you don't fucking know,
Exactly.
you're gonna go on with your fucking
Asymptomatic.
life.
Yeah.
Good, fine.
Yep.
You made
You
it.
go to the doctors, they say you have it.
That's when you panic.
Suddenly, yes, you panic. You kind of go through that depressing
Yep.
state,
Yep.
and then suddenly it's like, fuck, I have it. I'm
Dude.
gonna.
I'm not gonna read a Danny
So
about
it's,
it
When
it's
my-
all just.
When my girlfriend's mom became positive,
Because that
and
shit
we-
tripped me out. Because we
Right, I
hanged
told
out
you?
like a
yeah, we
few,
hung out
like,
the same fucking week.
Yeah.
And then I texted you fools. I'm like, yo, like I texted you for the same reason. I'm like, you guys gotta be careful.
For the record, I actually like canceled plans that I had with other
Me
friends
too,
because I was
'cause
like, I
that's
don't want
fucked
to.
up.
I don't want to fucking pass it
I
on to them.
was so paranoid, dude. I kept like paying attention to the way I breathe. Because I remember it was like, oh, you can't breathe. And I was like,
I bought a fucking thermometer.
Like I'm thinking about it, and then I have to like in out like
Yeah.
this, like mentally, you know.
yeah. I had to jack off a couple times to make myself feel better. Where are you going, fool?
boosts your immunity, right?
You release stress.
So we're gonna take a break so we can get more mics or what? Do we even have any more mics?
Gotta take a piss.
All right, everyone, take a break. All right, we're gonna do a
Yeah.
break. We're gonna do a break. We're gonna do a break. We're gonna do a break.
Cool,
And we'll come back. Ooh.
Bam,
Child,
know you
things
have
are gonna
things
get easier.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, child, things are get brighter.
Oh, I thought we were doing the Zoe 101.
We are back and really, no, really.
There you go. I thought you were doing Zoe 101. You're doing ooh. You're doing Michael Jackson.
No.
I heard you say ooh, and I was
heard,
like, that's what I got from it. Was
I know you see me standing here. Look at this. And not here today.
That
Nickelodeon, man.
that show was cool, but I kind of liked iCarly better.
Like Carly was better. I liked.
Sam was hot.
Really.
Really? You like? What's her
Sam
name?
was hella hot.
I like.
I liked her attitude.
Yeah, I like.
Fuck
What's
her
her?
attitude. She was fucking
I like.
hot.
Her, what's her name?
She had like pictures leaked.
Yeah, she did have pictures leaked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh no! I like what's that chick from that show with the
From Victoria's Secret.
Victorious, not Victoria's Secret.
Something around there. I know it's Victoria. Or
Yeah,
something.
no, I don't like the main chick.
Victorious,
I don't like Victoria
not her,
Justice.
okay.
I like her gothic friend.
Jade something, the one that played Jade.
Joanna played Jade.
Joanna. Okay.
She's hot.
She is. I
Yeah.
agree.
She's you know who we're
She's
talking
so
about?
No,
gorgeous.
but I
Look her up. Someone look her up.
Like in Dynasty, like I see her playing like a
She
more
is
adult
in
role.
Dynasty.
Yeah, she's in Dynasty, and I see her playing like a more adult role because it's like she's not a teenager anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like I haven't seen the show because it's like more of a drama, but I don't know. I might be open to it just because she's in it.
She's hot.
I
Yeah.
want to bang. Trust me, she's like a big movie/TV buff. Like
I'm not a TV buff.
for us, we're like video game buffs, but for her, like
I like movie-
that's her main.
I like
outlet.
He's in
too.
movie, guys.
I'm more of like
she-
a film person.
No,
Film.
but like she sees a shit ton of films,
Me
big
too.
time.
Me too.
Háblame de cuál película.
No, like on my pastime, I watch by myself. Like yesterday, I watched a movie by myself. Omar's type. What's your type, Omar?
Fuck, I have no type. Just big booty.
I mean, easily that fits in any.
That chick does have a big booty. Let's see. That's like her defining feature. It's hard
Well, of
to-
course.
It's hard to like unsee it.
You know what? If I successfully capture her, I'm gonna.
I'm gonna say
Omar,
question.
please
You
report
guys
to
know
HR.
the
Oh, it's like not related. Are you guys ready to change topics? I
for
don't
it.
know.
You good, you good.
We're talking about the booty.
Oh,
I was about to say-
Continue.
Sorry, but I went over to the freaking to Citadel.
Yeah.
We were having lunch.
Is that when my girlfriend texted you guys?
Yeah, like roughly.
No,
but,
that's
like,
right. Is it open already? And Taylor.
It is.
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
open.
It
Yes,
is.
it
It is.
If I get that discount, does it apply to just one item or several?
Multiple.
What are you
So
trying?
it's like if I'm doing one transaction with like 5 different
It would be like 75% off
for all 5. Like if I.
for the total. Just
Oh shit.
Damn, Omar's trying to get.
She
if
said
you
she was
wanna
gonna
hit
hook
your
me up
girl,
once.
Yeah,
Her birthday's coming up, so
Wait, who's been there? Who are we speaking of?
his girl.
mine, my girl.
his legitimate girlfriend right now at the time.
Gotcha.
Oh.
You gotta be specific. You said to the power of 7 the other. I want to know who we're talking about here.
But yeah, getting back on topic, like we were eating at a Citadel, right?
I think you're eating ass.
No, stupid.
At Citadel.
But yeah, we were at Citadel. We were just having lunch, and just like one of these chicks like just passed by. She had like one of the fattest ass. The fact is, so I didn't want to be so blatant because I was like, I'm having like lunch with her. But I was like taking peeks every once in a while because I was like, God damn, she's fucking fat, dude. Holy shit.
Oh my god! Omar's like, where's this girl?
If I could take a picture and send it to you, you would agree.
Why didn't you?
Look,
She knows already.
Look.
She could have done
Right
it.
now.
Omar only his most defining feature is an ass on a woman.
It was impressive. I will say that much because I was like,
boy.
God damn, like
This is news to me.
exactly because I didn't tell her anything. I haven't said anything about it. I'm
I like
sorry.
butt
but,
too.
fuck.
I don't mind. I don't care about boobs much.
It's
Nah.
the ass.
Yes, yes.
It's basically the back.
Yeah, the butt.
Well, I mean, there's still
Everything
got to
is-
be some kind of boob.
Yeah, not concave.
At least something.
I've seen concave. I've seen concave. I don't want not concave, but yeah, I get you.
Dude, I mean,
Oh shit! I need to buzz my girlfriend in.
I mean, even then, you ever seen the freaking Office, right? Like, fucking Meredith's statement.
Oh.
She's like, "Oh, guys aren't really attracted to the front. It's more like the back of you."
I haven't seen the Office.
I know what you're talking about.
yeah,
Space Force.
I know what
Are we
you're
gonna see
saying.
Space Force?
I watched the whole season. It was so good.
Wait, it came out already?
It came out already. It's out. Go watch it. Space Force. Steve
On
Carell.
Netflix?
I love it.
I have not
Netflix.
seen
Maker of The Office, like the same creators of The Office.
Oh, and the creators of The Office. Yes.
Did you know the U.S. Army, the U.S. military is gonna lose the Space Force name to Netflix show?
Really?
They're
So
trying to fight
like
it.
trademark.
Yeah.
Wait, what? The show's winning the
so
name
the name
after the president
they're
called it?
they're trying to fight it. Yeah.
I'm
and
sorry, that's
the
fucking
show's winning
hilarious.
the Space Force title.
The fact that anything is fucking over like the administration, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh, I
TikTokers
love
and-
this. I love
TikTokers
this.
and
Thank
Steve
you,
Carell.
Steve Carell, and the former creators, and just everyone that worked on that show. Because I watched the first season, and I liked it.
Was
so
it good?
Much. It was good. And for those of you that like, people were like saying like, oh, I read like an article, like the first like 5 articles that came out about the show because it was like had just come out, and they were like shaming it, saying like, oh, this isn't that funny, like blah blah blah. Like it's a different sort of humor from The Office. Like
Gotcha.
it's not like sure it's the creators of The Office, but it's not exactly on the same level as The Office. It's a different kind of humor that's sort of like stepped up.
Gotcha.
So that's why people were kind of like saying, "Oh, boo," you know, like we're expecting The Office, but it's
It's good.
It has more to do with like politics, and it's pretty funny.
So it'll kind of appeal to me more than these
Yeah.
guys. Okay, so we're taking a break because this one brought.
She's finished?
No, you can talk. You're good. We're taking a break.
What I mean.
It is.
I mean, we've said the most fucked up shit, like fucking Beto's. fucking
All right,
trip to
go.
Mexico.
The whole.
No, we don't want to talk about that, but
No, we should not talk about Beto's Mexico trip.
Carol, try to guess how old I am.
Coral,
sorry.
you're fucking up too.
I know, I was-
Okay, la chingada.
I'd say 26 or lower.
Damn, she actually got in the first one.
no, but like what age? Like
Oh.
on the dot.
On the dot.
Shh, cállese a la verga.
Let your cat speak. He has rights. No, I'm kidding.
He probably knows my
No,
age.
Okay, so you're younger. No, he's younger. Who's black is younger? You're younger. Okay. Mind you, I'm not in the right frame of mind right now. So, okay.
Hi.
My math is so slow, but I want to be precise.
He's 37.
What? No.
He's not.
No.
He's not.
Below 30, definitely.
You said
Really? You think
26
so?
and lower.
Yeah.
She's complimenting you,
Yeah.
dude.
Isn't it?
Yeah, he's below 30. But actually,
Yeah.
he's closer to 30 than all of us.
You got the
Oh,
first one right.
27 then.
Yeah, you're actually closer than the first time.
He's he
You're-
nailed. He's
you're-
26.
26.
26.
Oh, okay.
Barely.
You were pretty close when
Barely.
you said it 26 and lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He's the oldest. 26, 24, 24, 23.
Three.
You should be like a criminal investigator, but like the good kind, not like the bullshit.
He would have taken you. What it took you like with all the clues in the world about 7 minutes to
know.
get the guess to get.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, almost the second oldest. Look at this fool. He's gonna turn 25 in a month.
That shit's so fucking crazy. The whole aging
sexy
process.
ass.
Fuck. Oh my
Remember
God.
when we used to be like 18 and 19?
Dude, I.
Fuck that. Quinceañeras. Remember?
Yeah, when we were,
Quinceañeras, remember?
15s, we're like, oh,
dude, I was a we were all chambelanes. Well, me and Omar were
Except me.
chambelanes. Yeah, no, you weren't chambelan. Remember, were you chambelan?
Nah, I
Oh,
wasn't.
there you go.
Never.
Me and Omar are the chosen.
I have been one,
Almost a sweet 16.
but not for the one you always went.
But you guys know how shitty I'm at dancing, right?
So she came out in your Sweet 16?
Everybody is.
No,
I mean,
at one of her friends.
My friend was having a sweet 16. She was like my best friend, but like my dad was like, oh, like she wanted me to like be in her sweet 16. She was like, yeah, have your boyfriend in it. And I was like, that's great. You know, like, so I told him and he was like, I can't really dance. I'm like, well, neither can I, but we're going to try because she's my bestie or, you know, whatever. We're going to power through this. And we went to like one practice and then my dad, I think I got like the quarter report card. And I had this-
Quarter report.
Yeah, I swear. And I had like a C in English or something. And my dad was upset with me because it wasn't like straight
A
A's.
C?
oh, see,
Yeah,
damn.
and I was just like, oh no, you know. So he's like, you know what? You need to focus on your like schooling,
I'm kidding.
and for that reason, I'm pulling you out of your best friend's 16. You can't be
For a
like,
C.
dancer. Like I think for a C and a B.
C's get degrees.
C's get you
For the
degrees.
record, yeah,
C's get
like
you
to
degrees.
us, like C's, we're like fucking happy about that shit.
Yeah, I
We're
know.
like, hell.
What the fuck, dude? To be honest, my parents never saw a report card after like middle school. I
Nah,
would
for
just
me,
not show
never.
'em. Yeah.
I always had this dumbass thing where like our teachers would like give us the agendas.
Yeah. We are recording.
Yeah.
Cool.
We had these agendas where they would like have us have the signature of the
I
parents
remember that.
in BGI.
In BG.
Yes.
MBG, they still did that.
Yeah, so
Wait.
it was fucking funny because I would always forge the fucking signatures because they were like, they don't know my parents' signatures.
Yeah, because you had the
I
agenda.
know. I went to BGI
Yeah.
too.
They would
yeah,
give us
yeah.
the little
agenda.
stamps.
Yeah, yeah.
and they had to confirm every time in the morning if you
Yeah.
actually, if your parents signed it to see if you actually did the
Dude,
homework.
so the cool part is
I always
that
forged it.
the cool part about that is that my parents didn't know what it was, so just kind of
That's the thing. That's fucking awesome. Yeah.
I perfected my mom's signature like that.
yeah, we all did.
I didn't.
No?
I would just like fucking make just scribbles.
You know, I feel like surprisingly, Omar over here was
I
a good
learned that
student.
from you. You told me something. I think sophomore year I had you for science again, and you told me like, oh, because I
Was
I
it
think I
for
told you like
Robledos?
it was for Robledo. Yeah,
Robledo.
I can't say it. I'm sorry. And he had us like say like, oh, your parents have to sign your agenda like once a week, so I know that they're seeing that you're keeping up with your work, blah blah blah. And I think Raphael told me like, oh, I always like just scribble whatever, and I'm like, oh, I should just develop like a consistent, you know, made up
You made up scribble.
signature. So then I was like, nice man, thanks. And then I just that whole year just made up initials that like, oh yeah, S scribble, A scribble. That's
And you
my
just roll
aunt
with that
if
for the
it's
rest
an-
of-
Yep.
Then we had this one thing
You
where
guys all went to the same school, high school.
yeah, like
yeah,
us
but
three.
only the first year. When
Really?
when they were in the first year, I was in senior year.
You're
already.
that much older than us?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Than them?
I
Yeah.
remember like when I was in 5th grade, he was already like 7th or 8th.
I was in 8th grade.
But I
already.
remember seeing his ass, and I was like, "Hey!"
Yeah, because I never saw Memo. I'm in the between you guys. I never saw Memo in school. I saw Omar in school with his popular friends.
Oh.
Now Omar had the skater friends.
No, it's because that time. I think when you guys went in, that's when they made the 2 lunches thing.
Yeah.
The fucking
I-
attrition.
It was whack.
Like
Dude,
whatever.
I went to BGI 1 year. I never actually got to hang out with Rafa. Because we had
You
different...
did hang out with
Yeah.
Beto. I do not.
I hung out with Beto, but not because I wanted to. Okay.
You guys went always to that corner.
On the topic of that, I still remember the funniest shit ever. From my perspective, like I remember I was barely going on to like nutrition or lunch, whatever they call it nowadays.
Nutrition, we called it, right?
Yeah, and I remember I was just like walking towards the fucking the field, like where the fucking track was,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
everybody would
Where
run
we
laps.
hang out, right?
And I remember coming across Beto, and Beto was just fucking cracking up with like a fucking bloody nose.
Okay. So I actually saw that fight. So Beto's fight, the one where he was he had a blue shirt, right, like a baby blue shirt, all bloody. This one was cracking up, like laughing. That's when he saw him, with just blood all over his face and all over his shirt. I was there for that fight. We were hanging out in the grass area, and some dude just started talking shit. This guy, but granted, Beto grew way faster than all of us. When we were younger, he was the biggest.
But
right?
then he stopped.
Yeah, he stopped. So this kid was
He
like,
capped himself at 4'12".
yeah. So we were in middle school. He was already like whatever he is now, like 5'3", but like really hefty, right? And like he the other kid was way shorter than him. And the kid started talking mad shit, like calling him like fat, this and that. So
He wasn't wrong.
He wasn't wrong, but Beto got really heated, and so they started fighting. And the kid went on the fetal position. Beto still were punching in the back of the head, and then like the kid started crying. So Beto felt really bad, and he just stopped. Yeah, I forgot his name. I'm pretty sure it was you guys' grade. But this guy was mad talking shit, and Beto just kicked his fucking ass, and this fool just started crying in the fetal position. I don't know if he ever recovered from that. I would change schools after that.
Honestly, that wasn't the worst of it because I
How
remember
can
there
I
were-
eat this?
you just heat it up.
Just heat it up.
Like microwave oven. Oven. I would recommend oven. Because I remember there was some kid named Ronald.
Shout out to
And
Ronald. I heard of Ronald.
holy shit. Like I remember sometime. I remember like the time that he was in my PE class. So like, I just remember this dude like one of the times he's just
Showering.
like he's
Probably taking a
in
shit.
class. The next day he's just absent, right? The next day he has like the biggest fucking chipotle in his fucking like hella fucking thick, dude. I was like, what the fuck happened to you? Holy shit.
Beto beat him up.
Beto fucked him up, dude, like big time.
Dude, Ronald, I remember that one too.
That was crazy because I didn't think you could have a big ass injury just of that. Like
He
it was
punched-
a
it's
big
just-
ass swollen.
He punched him in like the eyebrow area.
Yeah.
I remember.
Like-
A ver, let's hear this is the point of view.
Go ahead.
What is funny is I did find some old footage of us playing on the quinceañera for Nacho's niece.
That's old.
Oh, you guys remember
it
that?
wasn't Nacho. It was like his brother or cousin or whatever, right?
I know
But
exactly.
it's her niece though.
We were playing at the like that one gig where there was like
Really?
a pool.
No, it wasn't the pool.
It was hot. No,
It was a hot salon.
Yeah.
It was hot
Oh
salon.
yeah, there was like a
Yeah.
staircase.
It was.
Chapala was playing too, right?
Chapala was
yeah.
playing. We actually played with them. That's old.
What's kind of funny is we actually come out dancing in that one.
Was
All
the
four of us.
really?
Even Beto.
Was the Prometido guy playing there, right?
Who prometido?
Old days.
Old footage.
That
How
was
old
when
is that?
he was still in the band, right?
Yeah,
it was
Memo's
still
still on. That's why he has a video. Fuck. Okay, so he used to play with us in the band years
okay.
ago. Like
Clarineta.
like
Yeah.
a decade. You've been a
Clarinet.
decade out. How long have we been playing? A decade? Easy, huh?
Yeah.
A decade? More? 2014 maybe? Less, huh? I mean earlier than that. 2010.
I think around 2012.
8, 9.
2012. 2011. I think that's when I left.
You let. It's because
Because-
he's older than us. He's
Because
way-
that's when I got like all these time frames just coming in.
he is way older than us.
Yeah.
I forget you're older like by 2 years.
Yeah.
For the record, it doesn't feel like it though. I feel like we're all like just.
The same age, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Well, we are the same age roughly.
Yeah.
We're in the
We're
same.
not.
We are though. We're in the same same.
Generation?
Yeah,
No,
obviously.
because I fucking checked that on fucking.
You're not a
Google.
millennial.
I'm a fucking Zoomer.
You're a Zoomer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a
fucking
both of you Zoomers. Yeah.
No, she's not. She's a 96.
You're older than him.
Yes.
How old are you?
December 7th, 1996.
So you're gonna turn 24 this year.
Technically,
Yeah.
she's a fucking
Millennial.
millennial.
You know, the last. But you count more. You're more in that generation, pretty much.
No, she makes it because yeah, he's a Zoomer.
I'm a Zoomer. Technically,
Because he's 97, 98,
97.
97.
Yeah.
But how far is December though?
But for the record, I don't consider myself a Zoomer because, like, I'm just like within you
Yeah,
guys. I'm just like I'm the
To be
cutoff.
fair, we're like the last of the millennials.
Pretty much anybody from 1999
95.
and down, they
Yeah.
knew.
I'd say
what's up
anything
with
from
us.
like 2000 onwards. Like they're
That's what you consider Zoomers.
Yeah.
I know
That's what I
2010. 2010. After that's Gen Alpha. Those are like the little kids.
1999.
99.
99,
right?
Yeah. But technically, I'm a Zoomer. But I don't feel like them. You get me?
I get you.
Because like
You're
all
not
their
in the-
fucking mannerisms and all that shit, I'm like,
You're not as flossing. You're not in TikTok.
yeah, no, I don't fucking like Fortnite.
No,
Come
you-
on,
you,
bro.
You have our attitude, pretty much.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
What is
It's
our
crazy. Like, well, I mean, we can't really explain it, but we understand it.
It's
you
because
get me?
we grew up with the same shows. We grew up with the
together.
same the culture,
Yeah.
same thing, same game, same like kind of environment.
the lifestyle.
The thing
Essentially.
is that we're in between when technology was coming in and we still have the old habits.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
when did you have your first smartphone? Mine was like high school.
I had a high school.
I had a middle,
High
no,
school.
high
Middle
school,
school.
yeah.
Middle school?
Freshman
High
year.
school.
Freshman year. That's when I got.
What you get?
And it was an old Verizon flip phone. I remember.
For me, it was like a 3G
grade.
something.
No, this was. I said smartphone. This is talking about a flip phone in high school. This was like fool.
Smartphone?
I had a
Oh,
I had a Razor.
Yeah, I had a
I was
Razor.
12
Motorola?
when I had
I forgot what I had. I think it was a Motorola,
I don't remember what I had.
but it was in freshman year.
Omar had those texting phones. The you know the ones
Oh, the fucking
Sidekick?
blueberries.
that, yeah. No, like the sidekicks, like the.
Oh,
Yeah.
sidekicks.
Yeah,
Yeah, those
My
were.
cousin had that one. I was like,
I remember Omar was a texty guy
I wasn't texting.
con su novia.
I still am.
Su novias.
Ah, okay. Con sus novias, perdón. Este güey. De su- I still had VCR had shits.
I
Like
have them, like,
VHS?
in the fucking classic. Yeah,
I have
in the
my
storage.
old Star Wars original trilogy in VCR still.
VHS. Yeah,
It's
dude,
crazy because I remember going over to his house. Like I remember your fucking Gundam Wing VCR
Oh
videos.
my god!
what the fuck is that?
It's an anime.
It's an anime, dude.
I know he's not into it, but even then, I remember that shit from him. Like I would go over to his house and just check like his fucking random ass shit.
He's about to check out. Watch.
then I had a Robotech also.
Classic.
That's what pretty much got me into engineering. Just
What?
that Robotech.
So anime got you into engineering?
Wait,
Pretty much,
Robotech?
like,
Specifically.
Robotech,
My dad loves Robotech.
the original one. That's what got
Yes.
me into it.
My dad was a big fan.
That's
his
pretty much
favorite
my
anime.
engineering. That's all. The machinery and everything.
I mean, even then, like it got you pretty far in life. So
Yeah.
props.
Yeah.
See Omar saying like fucking anime is just a piece of shit fucking outlet, nothing fucking worth.
See, it does something for you. See, Omar wouldn't know. Omar wouldn't know the beauties that is anime. To be. Let's see.
Yeah, I watched them.
What fucking beauties?
Get him, Rafa. Get him. I don't actually watch the anime.
What?
The hentai.
The hentai.
Oh no.
You don't even need the hentai for that.
You kind of do. They go hand in hand,
Question.
if I'm
I
honest.
got a question. I
The
will bring it
only
back.
difference between hentai and actual is just like the unrealistic fucking.
The thing is, they draw it. It's like it's drawn cartoons, but it's just like overly sexualized.
Can I-
big
can I
time.
I go for the plot.
No. Okay, stupid. Can I bring it up? Can I bring it back? Like way back,
Yeah.
please. Does hentai feet get you horny?
Yes. Easily.
Really?
Yes.
Like even hentai feet?
Girls are like, oh, goddamn.
I'm sorry. Really? Like, yeah. Like it's
There
it's
you go.
feet. Feet is feet.
Even drawn feet.
Yes.
So like, let's say Omar draws a banging pair of feet. You know how he's a good artist? Like a sexy ass pair of feet. Like if he draws your feet, would that do it for you?
It depends on the anime character.
Okay.
Coral's battling with a two-dimensional feet.
Sorry.
Yeah. So we made her take off her shoes just to get this horny.
Who talked the least out of all of us? Was it Omar?
No, Omar talked the most. I think it's Memo.
Yeah.
Memo talked the least, right?
On this last part was Omar.
Mr. I'm the best speaker.
Oh yeah.
the beginning of the podcast.
You kind of beat me on that. I didn't have any topics on that.
Yeah, we were talking about the most random shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we went from Halo to foot fetish to buttholes.
Yeah, I don't really have any foot fetish, so I can't really